Hello there, this is Reese Russell. You're watching the Just Free Guys podcast live on the Weekly Steelchair.
Just free.
What's up, you bunch of snivelling cunts? Welcome to the Weekly Steelchair Just Free Guys podcast. Yes, Tweedledee and Tweedledum will be here very soon. That's what they are. They know it. Don't worry. They are my co-hosts of this show. That is Temple. That is Josiah. They'll be here when they can. And we will have fun along the way. It's good to see everyone in the chat. I'm not going to try to justify something. You've got no idea what I'm going to do. But I'm going to give you a fun show. We are going to give you a fun show. So, thank you all. A couple of new subscribers, of course. We're on 425 now. Thank you. We are pushing ahead. That's the aim. We're just going to keep firing away because that's what you're supposed to do. We keep working hard. We're 6 days away from 4 years of the Steelchair. And I've got preparation shit for that, don't you worry. So there's certainly moments like that that's going to be firing in. But the only thing that matters to you guys is the following. You all have a job. You all have a role. It's not paid. It's just expected. You will like, you will share, and you will help us grow as a podcast. Because that's what we are. We want to have fun. We want you guys to be involved. We want you guys to feel like your opinions are warranted. Your own point of view is important. It's strong. This is a massive week for us, and the only thing we can do is carry on. So, how the hell are you all doing? How are you all? Let me hear you. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling. Let me see where we're at, and we'll go through what it is we're going to go through. Yes, this is me at my very best. Strength, focus, committed. You could honestly say that I'm bringing you a treat. And we rock and ruin. James says he's doing good now, especially our win earlier against Fulham. Yes, I saw. Fair play, mate. Good result. I'm doing good. I was disappointed with Drew being suspended indefinitely last night. We're going to come to that because we're going to tear through WWE apart tonight. We've got a lot to tear apart, I should say. So, do tune in for that. Obviously, we're going to talk some Japanese wrestling as well tonight. We're going to talk some storylines. We're going to talk... Well, people want to talk about championships. We're going to talk about championships. That's for sure. But we're also going to look at it both rationally and factually. So instead of just whining and complaining, let's look at it as rational and adult as possible. Oh, we don't want another championship. Oh, it's not good. I don't want the whiny shit. I don't want the whiny shit. I want us to do it rationally, because that's what we are. We are a channel of rationale. So let's make it so. And you, stop it. Bloody wee psycho beside me scratching the other chair. I don't think so. But this is the most important thing. This channel has always been built on honesty, channel opinions, everyone's inclusion, and we do things our way. So let's make that happen. Let's make that happen. Let's look at it from a rational perspective and why people are actually possibly overreacting. That's another thing that we're going to come to once my co-hosts appear tonight. So we're not going to talk about the national title yet. We're going to talk about other things first. Rationale is not important at the moment. We're going to look at perspective and then we're going to discuss it. We're not going to just jump in. So I don't want any moaning. I don't want any complaining until we get to it. Then you can moan and complain. But for now...
Hi guys. Hi guys!
What's up, mate? That's what I'm saying. That James, spot on. Exactly what I said last night. As long as it serves a purpose. This is my problem right now with wrestling fans. And I said on funnily enough, I said on Nick's channel last night. If anyone wants to go find the clip, you can. I was on Nick's channel last night after I was streaming on here for the past 4 hours. I went on his channel and said that people seem to have an assumption that certain promotions don't create stars, or they haven't got the ability to create stars, but actually they do. They just bugger off to other promotions as quickly as they can. Mm-hmm. When you look at the whole industry as a problem right now, you can't blame one's ability to not create a star and one's ability to not create a purpose. You can, but the talent's also got to make an effort as well. If a promotion has invested so much money in you, and your first instance is, oh, I didn't get my push this week, I'm just going to cry, moan, and complain, and I'm going to go to WWE. Go then, but your career's not going to become anything important.
Are you ready for everyone? Are you ready for Temple's first ever rant?
We'll get there.
Quite a long time.
We'll get there. We're not coming to that yet. We'll get to that though.
Yeah, we'll get to that in the middle.
Yeah, we'll get to that whenever Josiah shows up. But already I'm seeing it. So like Fernando, I get you like to have a joke in the chat, mate. That's cool. AEW should create the Heaven and Hell title or unify them and create the Intergalactic Championship. Here's the funny thing. What I've just said sums up by the sarcastic comments. Like, you're proving my point. Like, I get it. It's a joke, right? And I love jokes. I love humor. But it doesn't matter how many championships a promotion has.
It's DDP. Fucking Christ almighty.
Yes, it's not. It doesn't matter what the number is. It's the purpose.
Can I just say something about that situation?
Sure.
All right. Does it affect your life? Does it affect your in real life?
No.
If AEW bring in a national title?
Not really. Like I said, I like the purpose.
Will you go and go with your day thinking about AEW having a national title every day? Oh my God, I can't believe they're bringing another title. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Will that affect your day-to-day operations in real life? Let's be honest. It won't, will it?
No, but like I've said, and I consistently stand by it, because I'm actually looking at this as a position of logic, because that's what my job is as a podcaster, as a content creator.
It's a great concept what Tony Khan has done with the national title, but wasn't that supposed to be for the international?
That's what I said.
I'm trying to get out there. That's
what I said last night. If you actually look
at
it,
I don't like it. It's not like I don't like the national title that's coming in. It's just that wasn't that what
it was meant to be.
Title.
Yes, that's what the international. So that's my point. If you're bringing in the national title, okay, and it's going to be for New Japan, AEW, and CMLL, your free partnership promotions, fantastic.
I think the international title was meant to be like that, but I think a great concept for the international title would be if you're from the United States, you only have to face a Japan talent, and then a Japan talent could face a Canada talent. That could be an international feel for that title if it ever comes back or anything. That could be decent. And then the problem is can be for like CMLL, New Japan, AEW, and all the rest of the organization.
Absolutely, and we'll discuss that in the show. Like when we'll discuss that later on, because I want us to actually discuss the pros and cons of the national title, because I actually think there are several pros and there are several cons, and that's actually a good thing. Like that's a good thing.
And the discussion about AEW having too many titles needs to stop. And I'll get to that when I get
Fernando, where am I defending AEW here? If you actually look at what I've just said, I'm actually discussing the pros and cons of it. If you think I'm just going to defend AEW, well, here's a question for you. Which company's got the most titles in pro wrestling? That's not a defense. That's a genuine argument. That's a genuine comment. That's a genuine question. But here's one for you. If you want me to defend AEW, all right, I'm going to defend AEW with one simple comment, right? This is my AEW defense. Having a variety allows what, Tempo?
So, depending on the championship, it makes the company have eyes on it, maybe.
And what happens if you have eyes on it?
People watch.
And what happens to the people that are being watched? They become what?
They become fans and they might want to go to the show.
And the talent themselves officially become what? Begin with K and it's 5 letters.
I don't know, you have to tell me.
Known.
Yeah, known, yeah, sorry, yeah, known. Yeah, true.
They become known. Like, and that's a thing. But here's the problem.
Why do you think the Rev Pro Championships on some Mercedes? I don't like the belt collecting permits in the wrong era, but what do you think? Why do you think Mercedes is holding it now to get Rev Pro a bit of look at us go and watch Rev Pro?
Yeah, and they've actually they've increased viewership recently, which for them is a good thing. But
I've never watched the Rev Pro, but I watched one a couple of days. I like a guy called Luke Jacobs, is he called?
I saw him live when he beat Michael Oku for the World Championship when I was last down in London.
I've never seen him in my life, and I think he's fucking excellent wrestler now.
First time I watched him live, he faced Tomohiro Ishii in the third match of the Rev Pro Anniversary show, and he slapped the shit out of him. Like, he bullied Tomohiro Ishii. If you get a chance, watch it.
And this discussion about AEW bringing in too many titles is just weird and stupid fucking comparison. Look at how many titles does WWE have?
I think there's so many, and there's a problem. But here's the thing: they have 23. AEW are going to officially have 19.
19, yeah.
Yeah, but here's where, and I've said this to you in our group chat, and I've said it to you on our live shows as well.
AEW will be having 3 mid-card titles. How many does WWE have? Intercontinental, United States, NXT North American. And don't give me that NXT is not developmental. It's not. They are classified as the 3rd brand now.
Yeah. My thing about it, and this is what I stand on, and this is where people are like, oh, it's a defensive argument. It's not. This is my problem with championships in general, right? We all know what the purpose is of your world championship. That's your head championship, except for TNA. The main championship in TNA is the X Division title. You still want to be world champion in your own promotion, but everyone knows what their promotion is. It's important. So you know what you're looking for. And I've said it before, there's certain championships I actually don't think we need in pro wrestling.
Have you seen the size of AEW's roster though?
It is huge.
It's fucking huge. And maybe Tony Khan's thinking, okay, I want to make a champion.
Arn, that's also a possibility. They're following the boxing form of having so many titles to make people feel special. Well, yeah, because there's so many.
There is something wrong with that, but there's nothing wrong with having so many titles. Who are you to say to go to Tony Khan, do this and do that? It's his company.
If you want fighters, more belts, yeah.
If you want to, it's Tony Khan's company. Do what he wants. If you want to do something like that, you open your own wrestling company and do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. End of the day, AEW can have so many championships all they want. As long as they have a purpose, then they're worth watching. If they don't have a purpose, then you don't need them. That's the most important point when it comes to a championship. It's none of this, what does AEW do that WWE does? What does WWE do that AEW does? What does TNA do that all they do? What does New Japan do to counter Pro Wrestling Noah? All of that. It's all that bullshit.
I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but why is it right? A men's title comes in and let's make a women's version of it because women.
Yeah, we don't need that.
We don't need that. Like, Ring of Honor has a pro championship just because of women's rights. I'm not saying women are horrible because I'm married to one.
No, it's true.
They have to bring in a pure women's title just because it's the women.
Yeah. Arn says Bobby Lashley had the best belt collector reign, win all the belts just so he can get rid of them. To be fair, his belt collector gimmick in TNA, he literally won everything and just went, all I want are the singles titles now. Fuck the tag titles. He literally threw the tag titles away. He's like, I don't need these. He's like, all I need is the world title, the global title, and the X Division title. I'm cooking. I'm happy. And then he moved off. So it's not necessarily about what you do. It's how you view it. And
I think Tony Khan's national title is something for the old fans, not us. The old fans in the 80s, 70s, I think.
Yeah, because that's what that title was. It was territorial. There are no, what's Chester saying? There's no women tag titles in WWE. The women's tag titles are useless. The women are single stars, not tag team stars. Need to get rid of them. To be fair, my co-host on my primary podcast, when she is available, Ailey will say the exact same thing. Ailey does not give a flying fuck about the women's tag titles because they're just to her giant earrings. She's not wrong. Those titles are useless.
They could actually use it. Yeah, but
no, they can't. Not anymore.
Not anymore. There's no tag teams.
They should melt those titles down, like what Kama Mustafa did to the Iron in 1995.
I know what they should do.
Get rid of those titles. Just smash them to bits. Just smash them to bits. They mean nothing. Like the women that are holding them.
To see Mel means tag titles.
Yes.
So why don't you just merge them into those and then just put them over and see and Triple R?
Because no one's paying to watch women's tag team wrestling. Unless you're in Stardom, no one else cares.
Does Marigold have a partnership with WWE? Do they don't? Why do they just tie on with those? I don't know. I don't have a fucking clue.
Well, Marigold ain't getting anywhere near that. Not for a while yet. What exactly has Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss done to elevate the women's tag team championships? Last time I saw it, anyone genuinely care about them? No.
I cared about the tag team because it had really good stuff because Charlotte's not in the fucking world title picture and
they're only in that run just so Charlotte gets back to the singles picture. That's it. That's not elevating a tag team championship. That's just Charlotte's way of just getting back to the title. But it's about fans feeling for her again.
Hopefully she doesn't, because she doesn't need another fucking world title. I'd rather go for Becky's title instead of something. I don't know.
Yeah. Here's the WWE had. See, last year, WWE literally had a women's tag team that they should have actually built a division around, and they blacked out. Kaden and Katana are a proper tag team.
I wouldn't mind them on AEW programming in that division.
Me neither. But unless you're actually going to buy into a division, then the championship means nothing. So I can say it myself as a respect. I'm a big fan of Pure Wrestling and Ring of Honor, but they've not bothered with the Ring of Honor Pure Women's division and that championship tournament. Yes, Deonna Purrazzo had her match on Thursday night. They still didn't care. They didn't have a match for about 3 weeks for this bloody tournament. So that already to me means nothing because they've already went to the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship tournament. So unless you're actually focused on it, it means fuck all.
One thing Tony Khan needs to do is stop bringing in titles. Yes, I know I am going to say that. He needs to stop. I'm not saying he needs to stop bringing titles. If he wants to bring a title, fucking bring in as many titles as you want, but don't bring them in at the same time as the ones what you brought in over. Because he's only just brought in the women's world tag titles. And now he's bringing in a freaking national title at the same time. Can we not wait until, I don't know, next year or something if he wants to bring in a third mid-card title?
Yeah, which is logical. Arn, that's a fair question. How many belts should a main roster have?
Depending how many superstars you have in your company.
For me, logically, people say certain amount of titles don't work, but I fondly remember WWE having 3 mid-card titles plus a world title and a tag title, and it actually worked across the shows. I think it's because of what they had then.
They had the Intercontinental, the European, and the Hardcore title, didn't they?
Yeah, and then they had one world. Yeah, and they had the light title. Yeah, but then they got rid of that. I feel like if you have so many, and it doesn't balance out, then you've got to make decisions. And if you can't make those decisions, then it's difficult. 2 world titles, 2 mid card, 1 tag title, women's mid card. I think
I'm an old school guy, mate, so I'll tell you what mine I'd do.
I think 1 world championship, to be honest.
I'm an old school guy, mate. 1 world title, 2 mid card titles, 1 women's, and 1 tag, and that is it. I'm an old school guy, mate, so that's how I'd do it.
I think women's mid card is important though, because they actually do need to allow the mid card division to become stronger to then become main event scene. So
how's about this? I'm a old school guy. What about feuds within divisions? And then when they do win the feud within the divisions, when they go and win the title, it means more than it means more.
Well, it does, but what I'm saying is like it's still important to have that women's mid card division because then we can actually identify who could potentially move into the main event scene. If you just shun them in as a women's title scene, that's 1 title for a roster of 20, if not more. That doesn't work. At least a women's.
It just depends how many people you have on your roster.
Well, if you've got a roster of say 20 women, as an example, 1 championship. There's so many amount of title defenses you can have in a single year to get through all of them. At least if you have a women's mid-card title, at least you can split it. You can have 1 champion for each, plus, say, 9 or 10 challengers. Already, that's 10 different types of matches and feuds for either title. Same for the world title.
The only problem with WWE's mid-card, SmackDown's screwed.
I agree. That's why I would make 1 exclusive to 1 brand.
And then just switch the people through Raw and SmackDown.
Yes. Like for me, I've said it before. I actually think when you look at the strength of the shows, if you look at it from a logical perspective, arguably the better women's wrestlers are on Raw. Arguably. And I think Raw's still shit. And so's SmackDown. And so's NXT. All 3 of them, frankly, are shit. But if you look at them as a logical perspective, the better talents are on Raw. So the best thing to do, you scrap 1 of the women's titles, the mid-card, world title scenes, and you put the women on the other show. Make it exclusive to that. So I would put, if it was up to me, Raw should have the WWE title and the Intercontinental title on Raw. SmackDown should have the tag titles and the women's, like the women's mid-card title, whatever it is, or the women's title on there as well. Women's title, tag titles, and the mid-card title. And then you keep the US Championship on SmackDown. Raw is not wrestling based at all. So you don't need
matches every week. That just does my fucking head in every week. CM
so
Punk, Usos versus The Vision. Yay!
So you don't need competitive wrestling on Raw because they don't do it anyway. They've always viewed SmackDown as the show that's more about wrestling. If that's the case, then you have more of the wrestlers on SmackDown where they'll actually genuinely compete.
I'm not shitting on WWE. I'm sick of AW with the fucking what is it? The Death Riders versus fucking whoever, all the baby faces.
Conglomeration, all that, yeah. Like it's the same thing for them. It's the same repetitive feuds.
Yeah.
And it's not great. It's not great. Like that's the problem. So how you set about your promotion, how you set about your show is important. Instead of it being dumbfounded arguments, you present it logically. So to answer Aaron's question, for me, a main roster should have 7 titles max, and the vast majority of them should be on the second show where most of the wrestling gets done.
Yeah, does that include defense as well? But you can have more. You can have fun on. You can have fun on defense. You can have how many? I have 14 titles in my EFED. Yes, it's a lot, but I've got 200 people.
Gaming's more different because you can have a laugh out of that.
Yeah, it's entertaining. I have 14 titles in my EFED with 200 real people, so that's why I have 14. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? A bit of entertainment on Thursday nights.
But if that's the thing when it comes to championships, it's not about how many there is, it's about purpose. And if you have a smart purpose, they work. Like New Japan don't have a purpose with some of their titles. The most nonsensical purpose-built championship in wrestling are trios championships.
Sliders. The only time you can actually use trios titles is in EFEDs. Like Reese said yesterday, I think he said that yesterday.
Because it's fun for gaming, but in real life, trios belts are pointless. I like having trios matches. I like trios matches because it's good to see a bit of a blend, but as a championship, no. So already you can scrap the AEW and Ring of Honor trios championships. New Japan can get rid of the Never Openweight 6-man championships. Already gone. Arn, you don't need the titles to have a fun multi-person match. You can just have the fun multi-person match without the championships.
The only good thing about the trios titles in wrestling is probably Dragon Gate's Triangle Gate titles. That's the only purpose that could be decent, because Dragon Gate's all about faction warfare. So whoever holds the Triangle Gate titles in Dragon Gate are the top freaking unit.
And that's okay. And that's okay though. Like that's a purpose. If you've got that, then like I said, that's a purpose. Everywhere else, there is no purpose. So like, there's no need. The national title, the purpose for that is to be amongst the promotions. But the only thing about the national title that, for me, causes a problem is what now happens to the international title, because as we said, that's what that was designed for. So, frankly, you either what's up, Abel? Either you keep the international title, but it's exclusive to a show like Collision, where it really needs a change, or
my idea with the international title.
Or you do that, but the international title, you can put it on a whole different company. Give it to CMLL. Rename it the CMLL International Championship and let CML run it, because CML go across the globe. Or
I'll tell everyone this about the national title and the international. The international title is meant to be what the national title is going to be like, but in my opinion, the international title should have been, for example, a Japanese talent versus a Canadian, a Japanese talent versus a Mexican, vice versa. You're only allowed to face Japanese versus Mexico if you get. That's what the international title should have been. This national title that's coming up now I know people are like, oh, why is he bringing more titles in? The national titles are for AEW against CMLL, against New Japan, and any other organization that AEW's partnered with.
Mm-hmm. There's definitely there's definitely cracks there. Only titles that matter is in the SWA. Abu.
Yeah.
I definitely think the manner of it is important, and it's definitely caused a stir. And I'm not surprised, right? Like I expected there to be a problem with it. Oh, he showed up at last. Here we go. He's not 35 minutes late, but he's on time.
I'm going to say this about the national title. If you are so bothered about the national title, stop watching AEW. Simple. If you don't like,
I don't think we should I don't think gatekeeping shows is the right answer though. But I get it. Oh, look at the shite he's wearing on his shirt.
for God's sake.
Scumbag Liverpool. What's up, bro? How are you?
Pretty good actually. Just finished hate watching Arsenal, so
Finish 1-1.
2-2.
Okay, so the fuckers actually don't break my club's record, and they conceded 2 goals. Okay, Chelsea fans might be smiling at the end of the season then.
Yeah.
Did we drew as well, Reese?
Yeah, we drew 2-2 against Tottenham.
Oh, God.
To be fair, he is a Liverpool fan. He's a proper Liverpool fan. He hates Arne Slot. That's how much of a proper Liverpool fan he is. He hates the manager.
No, to be fair, with him, he's been better the last couple of weeks, but I want to see more consistency from him.
Dude, you're being managed by Shota Umino.
Speed titles are just useless on YouTube.
I do not like the speed title gimmick at all.
The only speed title you need to know about is Stardom's. That's how you do a fucking speed title.
Nah, the only speed title you really need to know is who breaks Olympic records. That's the only speed.
Stardom have the speed title to a dot.
It's not fun though. Like what? I don't see the need in it. But hey ho, but each to their own. But
like everyone has assholes.
It's good to see though, Josiah. So we've been discussing these champs. Obviously, we're going to discuss a whole lot more later on. Obviously, the big topic is when Temple finally gets to Rant. But
yeah.
The big topic, obviously, for us later on is Wrestle Kingdom 20 finally announcing the match that I'm happy I called it, but we're all celebrating. But what is your thoughts on the national championship and your thoughts on championships in general?
There are too many championships everywhere, basically.
There you go. It is trash, Maria, absolutely.
The WWE version is trash, yeah.
I don't think there's a need for a speed title in general because nobody's actually want to see speed type matches.
It's not called the speed title though, it's called the high speed title for Stardom. It's under 15 minutes.
Arn, that has got to be... That is true, to be fair. They do have a Battle Royal title. And that's just lame.
I have got a Battle Royal title. It's called the $1,000 Roulette Rumble title.
See, this is my point. It's fine to do it in a game, but see in real life, who's actually going to want to see a Battle Royal title? What's next? The Royal Rumble becomes a championship.
It was one.
There was once before Braun Strowman won the title, remember?
Aye, but that was crap. I mean, like, as an actual purpose match, continuous, as a purpose match, nobody would want to watch that.
Oh.
Well, they've got the Crown Jewel title, so they can use that one.
You mean the knockoff AEW Women's Championship
No,
with diamonds on it?
That's a knockoff SmackDown versus Raw 2011 Champions versus Champions Championship, if you get what I mean. If you've ever played that game. Reese is laughing, he knows.
Yeah.
I mean, 2007 is coming to the channel very soon, so...
Yeah, man. GM mode.
Yeah, I bought a wireless PlayStation 2 controller. I bought a larger memory card and a HDMI PS2 converter, so that'll be on the channel as of tomorrow. So
I love it.
In wrestling, but all of us in the chat and here, us three here, will still watch the wrestling.
Fernando, the funny thing is you can say, "Oh, did you hear that?" Did you not listen to what I said? It's almost as if like that's the whole point today. Like, I agree with what Josiah said, that there's way too many titles. But I also said what I would do to make it relevant. So what is the point?
If you are going to introduce a championship, you need to think about what the purpose of it is and how you're going to use the fucking thing.
Which is what I said.
Makes sense. That's what Reese said.
And that's why I actually think right now, here's a perfect opportunity. If AEW are bringing in the national title, now's a chance where Tony Khan could actually sit down with his creative team and say, actually, what can we now cut? That's not a bad thing. That's a reflection. He can now look and go, maybe we don't need this one anymore. Or maybe we can move this around, put this here, where it actually might benefit someone. Instead of going, we're just going to bring this in and just make it something and it won't work.
Well, I said with the international title, Canadians will face Japanese talents. Japanese will talent.
If you're going to do that, though, I love that idea. But if you're going to do that, give it away. Give it away.
What's the word?
It's just visual design, Arn.
Creative. Be creative. Be championships, man.
If he's not going to do that, Maria, then that's not on me. At least I'm being logical. And don't tell me it gets serious. I'm actually being logical. This is what I don't get about podcasters. People are either going to just talk shit, or they'll say something and not try and formulate an argument or an opinion. I'm actually trying to present something that actually could work, or something that has a positive influence. Instead of saying, oh, this is what we can do, why not we just do this? If it was up to me right now, I would cut... Actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, on my hand, I'll actually tell you what titles I would cut from pro wrestling. The WWE World Championship, the Women's World Championship, the Women's US Championship, the Women's Tag Team titles, the Speed titles, the NXT fucking Women's North American title, the TNA Global Championship. Yeah, I would get rid of that as well. Getting rid of the Never Openweight 6-person championships. I'm getting rid of the Ring of Honor World 6-man championships. I'm getting rid of the TNT title. I'm getting rid of the Internet Championship as well. That bollocks is already, to be fair, that's gone. And I'm getting rid of the Ring of Honor AEW World Trios Championships. So that's what 12 championships across the wrestling business I've just said I'd get rid of.
You didn't even mention the Speed titles.
They're gone too. They're a foregone conclusion. But I'm getting rid of them because they don't actually matter. The TNT title is dead. Let's be real, that title is dead now. So you may as well just get rid of it.
Unfortunately.
You could actually make an argument that do we need the TBS title now? No.
Well, Ultimate Monet needs it, so you can't get rid of it.
True. Get rid of that, bro.
Get rid of John Chen and his retirement.
You might have 2 more fucking belts at this rate. Oh, then again.
To be fair, you could even make the argument to get rid of the Continental and International titles as well.
Yeah, because the Unified Championship is already there.
I hate that name. It's fucking stupid.
I would have called it something else, but I agree.
Especially now that the national title's coming in, you don't really need the international one anymore, you know.
Yeah,
because exactly. The national is technically the international.
Yeah.
By words.
But what's funny though is the national title has basically become the international title because Japan and Mexico are classed as international.
Yeah, but it used to be called the All Atlantic title, though.
Yeah, that was the original name of the international title before they changed it.
Oh Christ, there might be too many names.
And to be fair, Mexico to them shouldn't really be classed as international because it's the same continent.
Yeah, but they'll still class it as international though. That's
Trump being an arsehole, that. Oh, Mexico is not international. Fuck off.
It is kind of true though. They are the same continent technically. It is a problem. But that's a reflection. But there are so many where you can think, do they actually have an effect? Do they have a purpose? No.
Tony Khan's going to do what Tony Khan's doing. We wrestling fans are going to continue watching AEW. There's your answer.
I agree with that, though, Maria. Absolutely. No more ring. To be fair, I have said that on this channel before. And you know I have. No more Ring of Honor titles being defended on AEW television.
Yeah.
Like, I completely agree with that. I agree.
And same with the CMLL titles showing up on AEW. Why do we need that?
Yeah. I get it. They're partners.
If it's not AEW titles, stop having them on television, please. If it's a joint show like Forbidden Door, that's where you have your Ring of Honor, CMLL, and AEW titles merge into a show. Not on AEW. Yeah. There you go.
I agree with that. With the exception of, say, someone like Takeshita. That's the only exception.
Yeah. I don't want BGP titles on AEW. It's not called New Japan. It's called AEW.
Yes, but if he is the active champion and he is there, it makes sense for him to actually have it on the show.
Yeah.
Not do anything with it, but on the show it makes sense.
Holding it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not defending it, he's just holding it then, yeah. Fair enough.
That's what I'm saying. Just holding it. No title matches, no eliminator matches for it. None of that. Just
what's Tony Khan's obsession with that fucking match type? The Casino Gauntlet. Why?
I like the Casino Gauntlet.
He does it every week, nearly.
No, he doesn't do the Casino Gauntlet every week.
He did it last pay-per-view, didn't he?
No.
I'm sure he did. He didn't do it for last pay-per-view.
No, the last one that he did it for was All In.
Yeah, but I think that gauntlet should be for just one event. Stop doing it all the time. It should be for a one pay-per-view specific for a pay-per-view.
It should just be at Double or Nothing.
I agree with that.
So what that match would be just.
But instead, they seem to have about 10 every year.
Yeah, I personally would prefer it just to be a Double or Nothing because it makes sense. I mean, it is built like a casino. I mean, it is called Double or Nothing. If you're gonna have a gauntlet, just have a gauntlet. Just don't give.
One thing I miss about that is I miss when it was a ladder match rather than a battle royal.
I loved the Joker entry. That was fun.
I miss. Why do they always do singles? I'd love a tag team one.
No, they did do a tag team once.
Long time ago.
A long time ago.
Tony is hurting AEW with all the money matches and constant casino gauntlet matches.
Yeah, the money matches are so stupid.
The only way is I agree with most of it. The only thing I like about it right now is it's filling in with the Broke Bucks gimmick.
Yeah, I like that. The only time you need to use that concept is if it means something.
Yeah. If
like,
it's got
a backstage fucking vignette and the Young Bucks are going into a casino and losing all the fucking money or winning money.
I like it with the Bucks. Yeah, I like it with the Bucks, and I'm hoping. I mean, it won't happen. But what I mentioned about the Bucks gimmick, where one of them sells the other out and just buys their power back, like that for me would be funny. But that's a level of importance.
Have one of the Young Bucks like.
Yeah, sell the other one out, like Matt Jackson or whatever. Just like buys their EVP status back. It's what I pictured as a fun storyline.
And then Nick's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Exactly, and that would be a good laugh. And Chester, yes,
match between them for all the power. I don't know. I'll do that.
Yeah, exactly. And Chester, absolutely. I am sick to the back teeth of TNA titles being defended on NXT, and I'm sick of the little runts winning titles. Speaking of that, NXT. You want to talk about wrong things in wrestling? We're going to talk about the real wrong of wrestling right now.
Hank and Tank.
Hank and Tank, exactly. So they are NXT talents. They're not Pro Wrestling Noah talents before anyone asks. They walked into Noah, and today they won the GHC World Tag Team Championships.
Of Masa Kitamiya and Segura.
Yes, a proper homegrown team for Pro Wrestling Noah. They dropped their belts to a bunch of NXT development clowns. You want to talk about the wrong in wrestling? Define that. Explain to me why that's a good thing.
And then Kenta lost his GHC heavyweight title to a guy who went over NXT to Excursion.
I can at least see that's the thing. We're going to come on to Inamura in a minute because I have a different conversation when it comes to Inamura. Slightly more fair towards him, to be fair. I wasn't too keen on the result, but I've got a fairer argument towards Inamura. WWE development wrestlers are stronger than champions from other companies. In what way are they stronger?
Just because they wrestle for WWE, is that your take?
Surely that's not what you mean, Arn. Surely not. Because the development brand isn't even strong for developing superstars. That's the implication. All right, okay. Fair enough.
Well, NXT is not developmental anymore. They've said it. It's a third brand.
People still claim it's a third brand despite their arguments. You know what they're like. All right, so Arn's actually answering my question. Sorry, I thought it was a cheeky response. My fault. Sorry. So Arn's actually implying that the development talent are actually stronger, and they can walk in and take them. But Hank and Tank, fat fucking chipmunk. Like, come on.
There's literally no tag in NXT though. That's the thing.
Did they even win anything in NXT?
Yeah, the tag titles twice, I think, or once.
Yeah, they won the tag titles.
So the pie eating contest champions actually have championships with Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but NXT don't have any tag teams or to go over to nowhere, so they probably thought, fuck it, let's bring in Hank and Tank.
They're going over just to make it a laughing stock, though.
I mean, I already said I reckon they're going to end up losing it to Dark State.
Okay, don't put that in the fucking universe, Josiah. He'll end up having a fucking breakdown. He'll end up losing a blood vessel or something. Like I'm going to do in my run.
I'll end up being physically sick. What's Dark State good at? Fuck all.
There's only one shining star in Dark State. What's he called?
None of them.
There's only one like prospect that is half decent, and that's saying something. I forgot what his name is.
I've yet to see anything good from Dark State.
Savaganda, what are they called? Because I'm sure that there's only one like Dark State. I can't believe I'm typing this in my Google.
Top of the league.
Orisis Griffin is the only standout in that group.
Nice. I've just got the football on the background because it's a huge result for me right now.
Orisis Griffin's the only standout in Dark State. That's what
No idea who he is. He sounds like a jobber.
Probably is. He looks decent.
If you lose a blood vessel, you must try to remember where you saw it last. Jesus Christ, Glenn.
Saw it on this show, Glenn. Just 3 guys.
Pain. But it is embarrassing, though, that when you look at the state of wrestling right now, where
a team in Serie A actually decided that they wanted to score some goals today.
Yep, AC Milan. 2-0 up.
Literally everyone else drew a game now.
Are we going to tell the chat about what happened on SmackDown?
We are. Yeah, we are coming to that. So
I actually didn't watch SmackDown, so I don't know what happened.
I'll tell you right now, and you can take this in the nicest way. Julia versus Chelsea Green for the Women's US title. Chelsea Green wins in 1 minute 36 seconds. That's what happened.
Vince McMahon's really in charge.
Luka Modric, what a baller.
Is he actually?
But yeah,
that's Vince. That's what Vince would do. Huh? And people like to praise Triple H. Get out of here, please.
He is an absolute fraud. Oh, and another thing as well for the absolute ESPN apparently gave SmackDown an F rating. What? All right, I'm gonna go fight. I'm gonna see if I can find this.
Apparently, SmackDown are doing like record low views.
800,000.
Yeah.
They are.
So last week was their lowest ever, and this week they've managed to do even worse.
I am actually looking for it right now.
I don't even watch SmackDown.
See Lash. That's quicker than Honky Tonk versus Warrior. Yep.
My missus is pissed off that result. Absolute livid.
I love Julia, but she got exactly what she deserved. I'm saying it now with all respect. She got exactly what she deserved. And the
Yeah,
reason
man,
being is
massive
she chose
Julia.
to go there. She chose to go there.
Yeah, that's what I said to my missus when my missus started fucking chucking shit around the fucking ring last night. On the day
I
before.
actually have the ratings this week for
Craig
this.
Burley.
Julia
Yeah.
should have stayed in Japan with Tekla and dominated Japan with Donna Del Mondo. I'm just saying.
Mhm. Let's see. Funnily enough, this website seems to omit Monday Night Raw, but it's got SmackDown, Collision, NXT, and all that. But here's
It's
one.
probably that WWE don't know how to book Julia.
Nobody knows what they're doing over there.
Julia.
So here's an inclination of WWE's decline, right? So this is their ratings from the 21st of October.
You are Glenn?
So this is nice one, Glenn. So this is the NXT ratings from the 21st of October. 525,000.
So me and Glenn are an item now.
He's saying it as a joke that you're a Julia fan. He's making a joke. So NXT said on the 21st of October, NXT did 525,000 fans, right? Well, attendance. Dynamite the following night did 477. SmackDown did 1.15 million. Then Collision did 228,000.
Mate, Collision's fucked.
Yeah, the 28th of October, a week later, NXT did 527. Dynamite did 459. And SmackDown did 933,000. So that's a massive drop off. Then Collision did 217. NXT this week did 528,000. And then Dynamite this week did 497. So there is, as a perspective, you can do wrestling in general, but it's a problem. SmackDown at the start of October, 1.03 million. They did that back-to-back shows. Then they did 1.18 million. Dynamite on the 15th of October did 534,000, but the week before that they did 465. So they gained 71,000 views, but then, well, it declined. So the week before that, 638,000, 677,000. SmackDown was 1.3 million. It's come down. That was September. I don't care about ratings discourse, but the serious circumstance is they are coming down, like from all promotions of wrestling. And the thing is, wrestling is not excitable.
Well, like I said a couple of months ago, wrestling in 2025 in America is fucking garbage.
Yep. If you want to see how bad wrestling is, I'll show you. So this is.
Wait, do you want me to put into perspective just how short the women's US title match was?
Mm-hmm.
It was half the length of Kurt Angle versus James Storm when Storm won the world title in TNA.
That's true.
Yeah, well, James Storm cashed in his thing, didn't he?
No, he just had a title shot. That was it.
Oh.
He was just given a title shot because he refused to defend it against Rude.
Oh yeah.
So here's a concept, right?
And then that's when Bobby Roode turned on James Storm, innit, when he won the title, I think.
2 weeks later, yeah, he turned on him. One of the best heel turns of the 2010s. Here's a funny circumstance, right? This year was the start of the Netflix deal, wasn't it? January this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then. Look at this. So this is from WrestleNomics. The runtime for the first Netflix show in January was 145 minutes long. It was viewed globally, 5.9 million views, and it was 17.7 hours of viewership. A week later, they lost 2.2 million global views for a 121-minute show at 8.2 million viewers viewed. The week after that, so this is still January the 20th, 3 million, so they lost another 700,000 for for a show that was a minute less, and it was 6.6 million hours viewed. Raw keeps getting worse. The 27th of January, end of the month, 156 minutes, 2.9 million. The week later, 1st of February, 3.1 million, 115-minute show. Then they did back-to-back, the 10th and the 17th, 111-minute show, 2.8 million views. 24th of February, 2.6 million, 117 minutes. Again, a decline. For the 3rd of March, up until the 24th of April, they did 3 to 3.1 million. So a little bit of an increase there.
I think that's WWE weekly shows. I think Triple H is just doing what the fuck he wants and doesn't care. But when it comes to the PLEs, it's just doing it for the moment. So that's what WWE is now in 2025, for the moment.
Yep.
And you go over to AEW, and there is this word that I hate, where the best wrestle. Technically, that's what AEW is.
About,
yeah.
They did a 3 million rating on a 104-minute show on the 24th of February. Sorry, 24th of March this year. It gets worse. So after there's the 3 to 3.1 million consistency, 31st of March, 7th of April, Mother's birthday, 14th of April, they did 2.8 to 2.9 million, over 104 minutes to 111 minutes. They then did a 138-minute show, 3.6 million. That was the Raw after Mania. So massive increase there.
Yeah, my dad's birthday is on the 16th of April.
Yep. Mine's the 12th. 3.6 million for the Raw after Mania. Fair enough. It then drops to 3 million for a 98-minute show the following week. 98 minutes. Again, the show increased by 22 minutes. It drops at 2.8 million. Then back-to-back shows, 2.7 for 100 and 109-minute shows. They then do a 103-minute show at 2.6 million, the 26th of May. Start of June, 110-minute show, 2.7 million. Then it's 2.9 for a 2-hour show. Then they did 2.7, 2.6, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.7, 2.7, all the way through June and July. Start of August, their first 3 million in months. Then it decreases. Parma have just got to go back. 2.6 million at the end of August. Start of September, 2.4 million. 2.6, 2.6, 2.3, 2.3, 2.3, 2.4, 2.4, 2.6, 2.3. Monday Night Raw between October, like the 27th of October, so 2 weeks ago, because this week's rating isn't out yet. So 2.3 million at the very start, 5.9 million at the very beginning of the year. So in the space of 9 months, WWE Monday Night Raw has lost 3.6 million viewers.
Well, that's what happens with this Jey Uso as a main event. That's
absolutely, but that is astounding, though. And you wouldn't believe that, but it's true.
It's not just because of Jey Uso. It's probably the whole freaking baby faces versus division every week,
or heels versus heels that just doesn't seem to resonate. And if anyone wants to see it, that's the link in the chat. Like that is the legitimate link from WrestleNomics. And that is, again, ratings discourse. To many, they use it as a weapon. For me, I'm using it as I'm astounded. Because I'm shocked. By 2028, Raw will be at 1.6 million. That wouldn't surprise me. The only thing about the global views, though, is they base it on a Monday-to-Monday basis, so we won't see this week's rating until next Monday, which is, funnily enough, in 2 days' time.
Probably.
But their hours viewed, by the way, for the 27th of October show was a 130-minute show, same runtime as the week before. It was dropped by 500,000. It was 4.6 million On the 27th, the week before, it was 5.1. It was 4.6 the week before that. So they fluctuate in hours viewed. That's really bad. I think people just generally just don't want to watch them. But how do you make it more exciting?
I ain't got a clue.
For me, it's getting rid of DX in charge. Get rid of that pair of Shawn Michaels. Get rid of Triple Clown. Get rid of Road Dogg.
Yeah, but who's going to be in charge after them then? Booking wise.
It is shocking, James. I want it to be people that genuinely care about the business. Like, I want to see the likes of William Regal get there.
Yeah, I was about to do that. I was about to say his name, but
like, there's a few people I would give the job to. Arn's got a very interesting comment I'm going to bring up on screen, lads. Is it really a boom period, though? I don't think it is.
The boom period lasted what? 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, true.
Halftime, good.
You'd think that the pandemic era of wrestling would have been having more viewers because everyone was at home.
But it didn't.
It didn't. You'd think that everyone was watching wrestling in the pandemic because no one could go outside.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I watched a shitload of wrestling. Like I was still watching wrestling religiously, but I watched a shit more during the pandemic because I was able to watch a lot more older stuff, but it wasn't old WWE I was watching. But their current climate is poor, and they're so insistent to push all of these Samoans, all these talents, and I'm like, you're contributing to your own downfall, pushing all this lot. And the man in charge doesn't care. He doesn't care what we think when he actually should care. Because if he cared what we think, we would probably actually talk about it more in a positive light. But we can't talk about it in a positive light because there's nothing exciting about WWE. However, back to Noah. And here's their concern. If you're putting championships on people, don't put it on people that people aren't actively wanting to see. Hank and Tank isn't an answer. That is never an answer. Now, Inamura, on the other hand, he went on excursion. I'm okay with that.
It's an excursion.
He's come back and won the championship. The only thing is, though,
they're trying to treat him like a Okada now.
Yes. And that won't work.
And that means Kato came in, though.
Kato was slightly more different. He didn't rush to the championship, unlike Inamura has, which is an even bigger problem.
You could say that Ozawa rushed it then.
Mm-hmm. Ozawa did. But at least for Ozawa, he's learned where it went wrong for him, and now he's not rushing to the championship, obviously because he can't.
At least when he won the bloody title, Ozawa had a bit of charisma. Inamura doesn't.
Inamura's got a good gimmick, but I agree, he just cannot find... He cannot find the translation for it. That's his only problem. It's a shame, because he is a bloody good wrestler.
Yeah.
TNA and Noah would rather get the WWE rub than make a good wrestling show. It's certainly a strategy. Well, here's the weird thing. See, before the whole WWE partnership came around, TNA were doing great shows. They were doing great shows. They were just not getting the numbers. And they were trying to build up to it, but then they decided, we've got WWE now, we'll just lie on them. And Noah's the exact same. Noah were producing good shows. They've still been producing good shows. But then they brought in NXT talent to supplement their own. I'm like, you don't do that. And that's
Have
horrifying.
any NXT Talents Championships been appeared on TNA before?
Yeah, the NXT Tag Team titles, it was Fraxium versus the Rascals.
Any more titles on TNA?
Obafemi appeared with the women's
And what
title.
about, like,
Sorry,
defending
he appeared with the men's title, that was it.
What about defending the championships on actual TNA programming?
Only the tag titles.
Right. So how many TNA titles was defended on NXT?
Like 4.
Well, TNA getting screwed then, aren't they? Really?
Yeah, which I've said so many times about it. Noah people were really impressed with the numbers, almost got them in social media, so stuck with WWE. Yeah, it's okay to stick with them. Just don't push them. At least Omos
It's funny, that Omos comment there, right? It's funny because Omos went over to Noah, won the GHC tag titles. WWE saw that was doing good, and then, oh, look at me, I want Omos back, and then
now he's in catering now.
and
Which is a shame.
Now he's on Triple R.
I've got a bold take for everybody that I think a lot of people are going to be shocked by. Omos does a better last ride powerbomb than The Undertaker. And I love Taker's last ride powerbomb, but I actually think Omos does it better. Because it actually looks more deadly from him. Because obviously at his height and the fact that he is lifting you so up off the mat, Taker at 6'8", 6'9" is still scary, but if you're getting lifted from someone who's like 7'5", and you're getting powerbombed like that, where he's still doing the lift as well, like you're well over 11 feet in the air. I would be absolutely horrified, especially because Omos is so strong. The hang time is scary.
Yeah,
like I remember the first last ride he did when he went into Omos. There's a last ride that he pulled off when he first joined Team 2000X. And if you get a chance, right, Jack Morris actually shits himself. Because he's sitting there going, like, his eyes go wide as fuck. And you're like, okay then. But, Abel, to be fair, I make controversial statements all the time, but I'm always like, I'm at least not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say it. Tempo, I think his Wi-Fi did cut a little bit, so we're just waiting for him. It does suit him. I'm waiting to see if Tempo has an argument to what I've just said.
Fucking tit. Get out! Get out!
That was purely you. So
I pressed the wrong button. I did it on Carter.
This is just for you.
I pressed the wrong button. I've got the same version T-shirt, but it's red.
Hold on, this is just for you. That is just for you, mate.
I've got the same T-shirt, but the lettering's red.
Yeah, I wanted an all white one. I bought this at my first Rev Pro.
Actually, I'm actually wearing it right now. Actually, I'm not even lying.
I actually wore this to my first Rev Pro show. I bought this and I bought the Bullet Club shirt on the same show.
Yeah, I'm wearing the same T-shirt, but my lettering's red. I'm actually wearing it right now. I'm not even lying. Yeah, man.
That's a fair comment. The
Can't
orange pin.
Said that about fucking Omos, comparing him to my fucking second goat. How dare you?
I've actually spoken nothing but facts.
Well, Omos has a better last ride than Undertaker.
A better last ride, yes.
You smoking? Have you been smoking the strong stuff, you or something?
I don't smoke. I don't drink.
Well, you've been taking some.
I have not. I just think when you look at it, I like your internet cut because your internet shit. But if you actually listen to what I said, I love Taker's version of the last ride powerbomb. But if you look at what Omos does with it, and I'm not Omos' biggest fan. I used to slate Omos on this channel religiously, and it was fun. But his last ride powerbomb is far more intimidating than Taker's.
I've got something on Omos. Japanese wrestling promotions do know what to do with giants rather than wrestling Americans.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Because when Omos came to Noah, he was fucking. I don't like Omos, but I think he was a beast.
He was made to look formidable.
Yeah, no one knows what to do with big guys like Omos. WWE haven't got a clue.
Yeah,
or AEW don't have a clue.
Mm-hmm.
With that other guy, what's he called? Satnam Singh, whatever he's called.
Yeah, he's another one where he doesn't make sense either. It's not his fault. To be fair, I think it's hard to book him because he's actually really useless. But if you look at Omos's version of the Last Ride compared to Taker's, it's not that either or looks terrible. They both look brilliant as a move and as an impact.
It's just because Omos is tall.
That's the reason why I think his is better. I actually think his is far more dangerous because he's about
like
6 or
7'2" or something, isn't it?
He's like 7'4". He's bigger than that. Yeah, he's huge. I'm sure he is. Let me have a look, see how tall he is.
Didn't he won the GHC tag titles with Jack Morris, didn't he?
Yeah, I watched the match. He's 7'3".
And then WWE decided to bring him back and thought, oh, let's use him, and then not use him.
He is annoyingly stuck in Triple R right now, where he shouldn't be. You know what's unfortunate for him as well?
Does he even show up in Triple R?
He showed up in that Battle Royal and bullied that midget. Sorry, small person.
But has he showed up since then?
No idea.
I don't watch. I normally do watch. I do normally watch Triple R sometimes, but I've not seen No Mercy.
It's a dead promotion to me now. So.
Yeah.
So he won the Bardal Cup, obviously, which is fine. But so this is the weird thing about him as well. He only turned 33 in May this year. He's only 5 years older than me, and this is a guy who is not getting used efficiently. Like, he should be on a main roster, and he doesn't get it. He does actually. I agree with that. It took me a while to like the guy. It took me a long time, but I actually do, and it's because of when he went over to Japan, he just fit in really well.
In my opinion, Omos should be something like, if you watch New Japan back in the day when Prince Devitt was there with Bad Luck Fale, Omos should be like Bad Luck Fale, somebody's bouncer type of thing.
Well, he was though. He was AJ Styles' bouncer.
That was good though. That was a good role for him, really.
There is actually somebody that he should be used like that hasn't been used in years. Omos should be used like Giant Baba. Proper, intimidating giant that could tear you apart. Or effectively, he could be a much more, well, he's not as mobile, but he could be a more mobile version of Andre. Like, he has the height, he has the weight, he's got the power, he has the look. They're holding him back in the worst way. WWE is Talatonga.
It's Hikuleo, titans. Hikuleo.
He squashed Ray Phoenix as well this week.
I know.
What promotion would Omos benefit from? I think he's got something to bring.
Japan.
See if he was under promotion right now. I would love him to be a freelancer in Japan.
In Japan, yeah.
He would be a belt collector I would get behind. Like, Omos just walks in, wins the IWGP title, leaves. Wins the GHC title, leaves. Wins the All Japan title, leaves. Wins the Dragon Gate title, leaves.
No, let's not do that.
I would, just because it's Omos. He's terrifying.
Yeah.
He needs a manager who can make him look vicious. Well, they tried that with MVP, and what happened? They had him lose to Brock Lesnar, which was
Yoshitatsu. Yoshitatsu.
Well, he's still in Team 2000X, so.
Oh my god.
Well, he is the leader. Effectively, he is the leader, but.
No, that's not. We all know who the leader is. Come on.
Well, he is technically the leader whilst Jack's injured. So, well, not Jack, sorry, Ozawa, but Jack is actually close to being screwed out as well.
Didn't they turn on Jack?
Yeah, he's out now. It's a shame because he actually fit the faction really well. But yeah.
I'm coming.
But the masked man at Star Navigation was Yoshitatsu. Jack Morris was my favorite leader in the faction though. Like I actually thought he was a better faction leader than Jet Li was.
I thought Jack Morris was going to pair with Ricky Knight Jr.
Yeah,
that would have been a good team, to be fair.
Tetsuya Endo was a.
Did you watch the Junior Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Who went through?
You don't want to know.
Hiromu beat Finger, didn't he? Daiga's tag team champion partner.
Yeah. I'll show you who won. I'll be kind to you.
I told you Hiromu might win this tournament.
Yep.
Oh, God. Whoever wins this tournament should be facing Hiromu.
That's pretty much
Hiromu
what's going to
shouldn't be
happen.
in this fucking match, in this tournament. Champions shouldn't be in championship matches. Champions should not be in tournaments.
Mm-hmm. Marufuji's DDT was class. I feel like almost in 10 years will be like Marty Scurll, a dude who should have been a bigger deal. As long as he doesn't touch kids, then almost will be fine. That's why I fucking hate Marty Scurll. Used to be one of my favorite wrestlers.
Whoop, whoop.
Like legit one of my favorite wrestlers. I used to have like when I watched his matches, I would literally sit there thinking, "Oh, Villain Club is going to tear this one apart," but they fucking ruined it. But he just ruined it. He had a brilliant world title match against Aldous as well, who, by the way, I think is going to be one of the mystery opponents in Cena's tournament. Or he gets a match with LA Knight. What happened to Dalton? He had a legal case with Kevin Kelly, didn't he?
Yeah, with the boys.
Yeah.
We're still on Ring of Honor, I think. Dalton.
Yeah.
He's tagging with the what's that team called? Floyd, and forget what the team's called now.
Mm-hmm. I've not watched it in a little while, but I did watch the Brazil match recently.
The Eight Runners. There you go.
Yeah.
Dalton and the Eight Runners are doing trios in Ring of Honor, I think.
I do not like them. Just for context, upcoming Noah matches is Inamura, Walker, and Ledger in 6-man action versus Kaito Kiyomiya, Marufuji, and Harutoki. Daga takes on Tadasuke in the Junior Grand Prix. Amakusa versus Masuaka. Aita versus Ohara, and Hayata versus Kikuchi. That is on. That is tomorrow.
So who went through in the Grand Prix then? Hiromu beat the one half of the junior tag team champions, didn't he?
I'm just getting the rest of you. I'm just giving you more updates as well. Alpha Wolf defends the GHC national title against Dragonbane.
Oh my God.
Yep, that is on the 1st of January at the New Year show.
One thing I like is two brothers kicking the shits out of each other.
It gets worse though. The first title defense for Inamura on the 21st at the crossover, Kaito Kiyomiya. He's gone for his 4th title reign. So the matches for the round, so I'll tell you just now. So you've got, that'll be a good match. Kitamiya and Segura versus Marufuji and Keno. That's next Saturday. Kondo.
Belts, probably.
Yeah. Next week as well, Osaka Day 2, Fujimura versus Kondo in the tournament. 2nd round.
I'll watch Fuji.
Ninja Mac will face Harumu Takahashi.
Did Ninja Mac beat Alejandro then?
Yeah, he went through, yeah. And it was actually a really good one, to be fair.
I really like Alejandro.
He was never gonna beat Ninja Mac though.
I remember him and Kaito Kiyomiya went in. He came to Dragon Gate, both of them, and won the Twin Gate.
Yeah. A big positive as well though today, by the way, is Ozawa did leave the Noah show without his crutches.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's got charisma coming out of his ass, that guy.
Yeah.
I like it. He needs to stop picking his nose, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that is very true. That is very, very true.
Well, I guess it's his gimmick, bless him.
It's disgusting.
Shit
But it's
gimmick.
Yeah, it's minging.
It's different though, isn't it? At least it's not something like we've seen before. At least it's different, I guess.
I'm surprised Joachim Lowe didn't sue for gimmick infringement.
What, picking his nose and sticking it on somebody's fucking fod.
Aye.
Hey, Ozawa's good. I like Ozawa.
Everyone likes Tozawa.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler. Like he's a brilliant wrestler.
Do you know he was a New Japan Young Lion once upon a time?
Mm-hmm. He was. So here's your results for you in full, because this is what you'll like. So this was today's show. So Jack Morris, Keno, and Naomichi Marufuji defeated All Rebellion, which is Harutoki and Kaito Kiyomiya and Muhammad Yone. In a three-way tag match, Alpha Wolf and Dragonbane defeated the Passionate Rattels and Hayata and Uka Sasaki, to which point, following that match, Alpha Wolf was challenged by Dragonbane for the championship. The Grand Prix matches, of course, Kai Fujimura defeated Junta Miyawaki. Shuji Kondo defeated Black Menso Ray. Ninja Mac defeated Alejandro. Hiromu Takahashi defeated Daiki Odashima. And then for the two title matches, Hank and Tank defeated Team 2000X, Masa Kiyomiya and Takashi Sugura. And the main event, the GHC World title match, Yoshiki Inamura defeated Kenta. Again, one of those results is absolutely disgusting. The rest is fairly understandable.
Did Jun Fujimoto had a good match? Because he's very promising. Man. Did he have a good one?
Yeah, they had a good match. Yeah,
he's really good.
They had a very good match. Glenn says, question, what is the grossest gimmick of all time? Skinner tobacco chewing, the nose picking, the Nasty Boys pit stop, or Mickey or I think he means Piggy James. For me, the grossest gimmick of all time was Tommy Dreamer in 2002 when he would drink or do absolutely anything remotely disgusting. Like him drinking tobacco juice on Raw was minging. As a 5-year-old, that it was just ugh.
It can't be that bad, but New Jack used to fucking smoke fucking tea bags.
Yeah.
But New Jack in the ECW days used to smoke fucking tea bags.
Yeah. I'm just watching this VAR check. I'm just watching this VAR check. It doesn't look good.
What's the next discussion on the podcast?
Funnily, you should ask that because there's a phenomenal topic of discussion that's coming up next. And it looks... Well, actually, I'm going to bring it on screen using my phone. 1 second. Two seconds, folks. This is the one we've all been waiting for. Also, as well, I do have some updates as well for everybody regarding the upcoming weeks on the channel. So stay tuned for that.
Josiah, what you blowing?
I'm trying to clean my camera.
Oh, it's all right, dude. It's all right. It's all right.
Right.
Okay, now.
This is our next topic of discussion, and it's one where all three members of the Just Free guys can sit here happy with.
Oh, this is going to be a great discussion, isn't it?
First of all, I called it, so bonus points for me.
Everyone clap.
Damn right, you fucking clap for your leader, your owner, your master, your boss. You clap for me.
I know one's boss.
In his home well, his place of birth actually, on his birthday, Okada returns with the original theme song. The coin drop done properly. He returns to New Japan on the final road as Tanahashi had an excellent match against Yuto Ice. Bumba Clark out of the door.
You said it wrong.
I'm doing it to wind you up.
You said it wrong.
That's the whole point, knob cheese. I done it to wind you up.
I'm not even going to talk about the match itself, no.
We will in a minute. This bit's more important. This is more important than that match.
Right, go on.
Oh, well, after you apologise.
Sorry, Reese, the almighty one.
Okada does return. He is the hand-picked opponent for Gedo. In the words of
Thank God we got
Tanahashi,
something right.
Gedo did get something right, which does mean one thing though, Josiah.
Yeah, he's going to get something very wrong.
Yeah, Shoto Umino is going to win the World Tag League.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
You heard.
Do you know what really annoys me in the World Tag League? Where the fuck is TMDK?
In B block.
No,
Yeah.
not Mike Nichols and freaking Shane Haste.
Shane Haste
No,
is like...
you get Zack Sabre Jr. and Rhea Highway.
No. We want a proper team in World Tag League. Where the hell the original
That is a
TMDK?
proper team. They're in the same faction, though.
Exactly.
But we need Shane Haste and Mikey Nichols. They're not even in the tournament, are they?
I'm happy with Oiwa and Zack Sabre Jr. though.
But TMDK not in the tournament. A proper team.
They have teamed together though.
Yeah, but a proper team. Come on.
They have properly tag teamed though.
Come on, chat. You need to stick up for Temple here. Christ. It's a World Tag League and a proper team's not in World Tag League. Okay.
He's whining, ladies and gentlemen. He's whining.
Shane Haste and Mike Nichols is not in World Tag League. A proper team.
A faction still outweighs the cons.
I'm not
And
saying
yes,
that World Tag
exactly,
League is going to be awful, but I'm still.
And Arn is correct. They did tag multiple times this year. Shane Haste and Mikey Nichols has barely teamed together this year. But they've actually barely teamed with each other this year.
Yeah, because the bookers are not putting them on the
Temple,
show.
this is for you, by the way. Hold this.
You might need to move to the side of it, Josiah, because Okada's stealing up your screen.
I'm actually bell.
Yeah.
Well, does that mean I'm a legend then? Yeah.
No, you're a loser. You're getting grilled by the chat.
I'm a legend.
I'm getting a bottle of Pepsi for this.
I'm a legend. Mate. I'm not a loser.
What did you think of this announcement, though? Oh, that's an interesting Pepsi. That's.
It's fucking Max. It's Pepsi Max.
Yeah, it's the only one worth drinking.
What did he say he was going to go for?
I only drink Pepsi Max or Max Cherry.
No, decide. What did he say? I'm going to go and get what?
I was saying, what did you think of this announcement?
I think it's a great match that we're going for it. It's, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is now going to be the most appeared match in Wrestle Kingdom history.
We're the most attended as well, I think.
It's the fastest selling Wrestle Kingdom, yeah. Currently, it's the fastest selling, yeah. Which is incredible. But what I mean is, like, there's never been a match that's been done at the event more times than this. Like, Naito versus Okada's happened twice. This will get more tickets. Absolutely. This has got to be the main event now. Like, I know obviously I know it won't be, but it should, or at least be the co-main event.
Yeah, like they did years ago with the Intercontinental and IWGP title when Nakamura faced Styles. That was a co-main event, right?
That was a great Wrestle Kingdom match as well. But this is a match that we can actually enjoy. Like, Okada will come back. He will lock in for this. He might well be beltless by the time this comes around as well, so he may have more to lose.
So who do you think he's going to lose to then?
Takeshita. The story's there, guys. Come on.
In a way, it is, yeah. I don't know if they'll have him drop the championship though.
Takeshita's going to walk in Wrestle Kingdom with
2 belts.
2 belts, yeah.
And
then he'll walk out with 3 belts.
Funny thing is though, is I wouldn't be surprised if Okada takes out Takeshita before like at some point during the match and screws him. It would be great.
I had Okada costing Takeshita at Wrestle Kingdom, but this match got announced.
Well, now it gives him an extra reason to do it.
2 guys who came up together in Tanahashi's final match. It's just like a chef's kiss, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, I just hope now that Okada's final match now is Naito. Or at least Naito's final match is Okada. Because again, it makes perfect sense. Like when you look at it, when he came back, well, his debut, his first match was against Naito. His first championship victory, world title wise, was against Okada. Like there's no one better for that moment. So that's what I hope for Naito anyway. But in terms of Okada, Tanahashi, this is chef's kiss. All I'm hoping for now, though, I don't know if you guys agree, but for me personally, now's a chance where Tanahashi now should be given time off. He doesn't need to
But he's in world title.
I know, that's the only problem.
Oh, he's tagging with ELP, isn't he?
Yeah. Like I would have gave him the time. I would have given him the time off, just so he
Just
can
to
get
make sure that nothing happens to him before the Wrestle Kingdom.
I think he doesn't want time off because he wants to work his final World Title League and he wants to work with the young talent who's in his block.
Yeah. Which is understandable.
Right.
I just would have liked if he had time off because that means he could rest his knees and that means he could have a proper good match with Okada where he wouldn't be at much risk.
Who would you put over in this?
Tanahashi.
I think Okada will do the business.
Yeah.
What, Tanahashi beats Okada?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Normally you lose on your final match, but I think there's a rare exception where you should be allowed to win it. Tanahashi, for me, should be allowed to win, yeah.
Like Sting wanted to win. Oh, he didn't really want to win, but...
You know what's funny? The Bucks pitched that loss.
I know people do criticise the Bucks, but that was really good showing by the Bucks, though.
Mm-hmm. Okada should logically win, but the story is better if Tanahashi wins. Mm-hmm. He should. Tanahashi.
You say Okada should logically win, but there's no real reason or benefit to him winning because he's just going to leave to go back to AEW's.
Yeah, he actually has nothing to gain.
Yeah.
What if Tony Khan's in New Japan's ear saying Okada has to win because it's AEW?
He doesn't affect their booking, and Parma have just equalised.
Well, if Tony Khan's in New Japan's ear, then I'm pretty sure Evil will be having some words with him.
I don't think Evil would be having words. I think Evil would be taking a dog collar to him.
Nah.
Not that I'm against it.
Wrestle Kingdom's matches. Have you got the matches?
I'll get them. The current matches. Matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get them for everybody because we actually do have some good matches so far.
There's like 5 matches now that have been announced.
Yep, thanks to this one. So let me just turn this off for 2 seconds. There we go.
And in all of these announcements, I'm still trying to figure out what guys like Gabe Kidd and David Finlay are doing at Wrestle Kingdom because they still don't have matches.
Well, so far what we have is 4 title matches and just 1 singles match listed.
2 double title matches as well.
Yep, 2 double title matches, one singles title match.
I think the women's match should be triple the fun. I like to call.
That's not going to happen.
Because if Sari Kamante wants to be an absolute beast of a champion, she needs to put up her World of Stardom title as well.
She won't, though. Let's be real.
And this is weird. They've got Wikipedia have Evil versus Aaron Wolf as a never open title match, but New Japan still don't yet.
Even though Evil says it's going to happen, which is just funny.
Yeah.
But let's look at these matches right now. This event follows Pro Wrestling Noah's The New Year show. We could see a couple of Noah talents as well, potential on this show as well, because obviously Tanahashi has links to Noah as well. It's important to him. You look at this card right now. We have 4 matches here: Tanahashi versus Okada, Evil versus Adam Wolf, Saya Kamitani versus Syuri, and Takeshita versus Tsuji. All these matches.
I'm pretty sure there's another one though.
Which one? Because I don't know what else has been added.
There's going to be the. Wait, no, that wouldn't really count though, because that's the pre-show. That's
The Battle Royal.
Yeah.
What, the Rambo?
But that'll be there. I suppose that'll
be a contender match for the world title, won't it, or something like that?
Yeah.
And they'll appear right at the very end of whoever wins that match anyway. Here's a genuine question then. So, Takeshita versus Tsuji, we know is winner take all. It's going to be double the title defenses for both men. Whoever wins the championships. If Takeshita wins the IWGP Global title and retains his world title, who's his first opponent? And if Tsuji wins, who's his first opponent for both championships? Start with Takeshita first.
If Takeshita wins, then I think the global title, his first challenger will be Evil, probably, because I expect Evil to lose the never openweight title,
and it's natural for him to move into the global championship again.
Yeah,
which makes perfect
sense. And then for the world title, I think it's Gabe Kidd.
You think it'll be Gabe Kidd?
It's Gabe Kidd or whoever wins the Rambo.
That's fair. Temple.
And then, Chelsea has just scored.
Global title. If Yota Tsuji wins, I'd like Yuya Uemura.
Okay, and if he wins in his world title opponent, he's going to have 2 opponents. So if he has his world championship opponent, who do you think will be his first?
I'm sorry to say this, guys, but
and mind you, if Tsuji does win it, this will be with the V4 belt.
I'm sorry to say this, guys, but I can't believe I'm saying this fucking name.
If you say Shota, you're.
If you say Ren Narita, we're kicking you from here.
Absolutely, we'll replace you with someone else. Kidding.
I think it has the story, but I think you're just gonna. You don't like the guy, but it has story. Shota Uemura.
Right, we need a new co-host.
Uemura failed at every single opportunity at the world title.
To be fair, Arn is also in the chat.
Yota beat Shota in a hair versus hair match, didn't he?
Yeah.
And the hair was meant to have Shota Uemura bring in this new character, but it didn't happen. So
I'm actually assist.
So Yota Tsuji should win this, and Shota should actually be a dick and be.
I've actually gone for like a different. Did like a different route for Tsuji if he wins.
And if Takeshita wins, I'm trying to think if Takeshita wins.
Because I think if Tsuji wins, then his global title challenger will be Bolton Oleg. Because I really enjoyed their G1 match, and I think that there's something to explore there between them. And then I think as the world champion, as the world champion, I think Finlay turns on him, and then they have a match for that.
Mm.
I was going to say if Takeshita wins, not Goto, not Zack. I don't know, you know. I don't really want Takeshita to win.
What if it's just Okada one?
Yeah. For me, if Takeshita wins the championships, then for me his next world title opponent, I'm going to go with David Finlay. Global opponent, I like the idea of Evil. I don't mind the idea of Yuya Uemura because he's an excellent wrestler. But for me, global title, I'm going to go with Drilla Maloney. And if Yota wins, his first world title opponent, I am going to go with Evil. And then global title, a returning Jake Lee. And then that allows Ren Narita to get into a fold, unfortunately, and it allows Reiwa Oiwa to progress, and it allows Bolton Oleg to move up as well. Arn says, I think Shota Umino will somehow be champion just because they invested in so much in him. For as annoying as Shota, he has to be one to beat either Takeshita or Tsuji for the sake of finishing his story. His story should be like the money in the Dark Knight. Just burn it.
His story is failing at every single opportunity for the title, but finally actually winning it.
I've actually got an interesting question for you.
But with Shota Umino, I think he needs a character change, and I think he should turn heel.
I think he just needs to leave wrestling. Ryan, thank you for subscribing. Really do appreciate that.
I've got an interesting question for you both, since we're kind of on the topic of Shota Umino. Do you think John Moxley will have a match at Wrestle Kingdom?
No.
Who?
John Moxley.
Oh, I think John Moxley should go for a fucking break.
Yeah, take his wife, respectfully, get her pumped, get her pregnant, let her have a child.
Yeah, John Moxley needs a bloody break. He's not had one yet. He was meant to go for one, but he said no. But he needs to go for one.
Badly as well.
He needs to go badly, yeah.
It's the manner of it. 425 subscribers now. Thank you, folks.
And if you have not hit the like button, hit the like button.
Yes, please do. Please do indeed. Please do share this with your...
And, like I say on my channel, hit the bell whilst we ring ours. There you go.
Okay, I'll bring that up before we come back to these matches and we'll discuss them a little bit. We will do a full preview for this event. Don't you worry when the matches are there. This is a great question from Arn. Take your picks on which wrestlers will be in the Battle Royal. Goto and Drilla in the Battle Royal. I think Drilla will be in the Battle Royal. And I think he'll get to the end. Like, he'll be like one of the final participants before he ultimately gets eliminated.
I'd say Goto, Yoshihashi. I think Drilla will have a singles match.
There's no one there for him to have a singles match with, though. He doesn't have anything.
Shingo?
I don't know if they'll take it to that. I think Shingo might be in the Battle Royal.
It's crazy to think there are loads of amazing people that should be on the card that will probably just end up having to be in the Battle Royal. Yeah. Because there's simply just no space for them.
Which I actually think is a good thing now for New Japan.
And I actually think that this is a reason why that they've made this Rambo like a number one contenders match now.
Yeah.
Just so it feels like that the people that aren't featured on the main card aren't being shortchanged.
Yeah, they're getting privilege. Battle Royal. What about Naito? Says Abel. I don't think Naito will ever return to New Japan unless it's a farewell match. Yeah. I would love for Naito to return though with Bushi, because if those two returned, it would be sick. Like it would be so funny if like the Battle Royal's going on, you get to the end, and then all you hear is Galaxy going off? And then
What if Goto's in the ring at number 1 entrant, and then we get surprise entrant of number 2, and we get Katsuyori Shibata at number 2?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Who's going to allow that?
Shibata and Goto.
Yeah, who's going to allow who? But who's going to allow Shibata though?
Tony Khan.
But
it's not Tony Khan's company, isn't it?
Yeah, but Tony Khan let Takeshita go for the G1.
But he doesn't have. He doesn't have power though. He's got no say on their creative.
How do you know?
Because they've confirmed that themselves. So's he. He doesn't have any influence on New Japan's booking.
He could actually have influence in saying, can Katsuyori Shibata be in the Rambo?
But New Japan are not going to lift
you don't understand why this isn't going to happen though. It's not got nothing to do with AEW. This is more to do with Shibata and New Japan.
Yeah, it was all those 5-minute matches, and because they would not let him do proper wrestling anymore because of that whole injury with Okada, which again, accidents happen. But yeah. ZSJ, Shingo, Goto, and Sinatra have been in the opening battle royal as wild. You know what's funny is Sonata could win that battle royal. Evil won't be in the tournament, Abu. Evil's on the main card. I would like Shibata's ban to be lifted though from New Japan, but they're not going to do it. Although the sooner they lift that ban, the sooner they can lift Jay White's storyline ban as well, because I want to see Jay White versus David Finlay.
I think everyone would love to see that.
Give them 45 minutes of pure wrestling.
Minoru Suzuki?
I would like that. I would really like that.
Because he's just lost the DDT Universal and
he has, yeah.
Because it's now unified.
That's right.
Unfortunately.
To be fair, they're looking just to try and reduce theirs as well, because they're stacked, which makes sense at least.
Yeah.
What's Finlay and Gabe doing? Nothing yet. Nothing confirmed yet.
Why don't they face each other?
I think that'll be Wrestle Kingdom 21.
Don't forget, we did discuss this in another podcast, if you remember, another episode.
I think it's Finlay versus Gabe Kidd at Wrestle Kingdom 21 World Title main event.
Which one of them do you think's the champion then?
Finlay. I think Gabe Kidd wins the G1 next year. And I think he goes to Wrestle Kingdom. Just waiting for Jay White to return. Yes, indeed, mate.
I'm just waiting for Jay White to return in general.
Oh, that's what Abu meant. I'm the same. I can't wait for him to return. The wrestling world badly misses Switchblade Jay White, and he needs to come back as a heel. Come back as a heel, win a championship, and screw everybody over, because we need it.
That would be cool.
Badly miss him. Yeah. His AEW debut leading up to Forbidden Door in 2022 was brilliant.
We got burned by Billy Gunn, though, didn't it?
Yeah, it was just a good thing where you had Hangman, you had Adam Cole, you had Jay White, and then you had Okada, and it was just Jim Ross marking out. Like, Jim Ross marking out was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Speaking of marking out, you're all a bunch of marks. So, you're welcome, Leon. Before you go, Leon, I've got one thing for you before you leave. So, next week is the 4-year anniversary of the Steelchair. Next Friday, actually, to be exact.
Happy birthday to the Weekly Steelchair.
Absolutely.
I guess.
And it's my birthday. It's my YouTube birthday on the 21st of November.
So, on the anniversary of the Steelchair, we are going to do a show. And we're going to do a quiz. We're going to do another game as well.
Ooh.
that I got introduced to literally the other night, thanks to two channel subscribers who have their own channel that I follow. So we'll be playing something called Categories. We'll be playing wrestling categories. We will be doing a quiz.
I love quizzes.
We might do an old school watch along as well. Wait a minute, Milana threw on goal. Shoot, you American Gypsy.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but I'm actually currently also the quiz champion as well as the predictions champion.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
And you're a tag team champion with me as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm not happy with you, by the way. I heard that you lost me a match last night.
Well, he didn't lose. He just disappointed you by getting double count out.
Yeah, we retained, didn't we?
Wrestling Jeopardy is a good fun. We're going to do categories. We are going to have a lot of games. I'm going to prepare them all.
Look at that titles, Josiah. Stop moaning, man.
Tomorrow,
I'm going to be the next Ultimo Monet.
I've got a great name for it. Ultimo Josiah.
No, but it's a better name. Ultimo Joe.
No, yeah. Ultimo Boateng.
Ultimo Joe.
Ultimo Boateng.
Ultimo Boateng. Actually, I've got an idea. Hold on. Yeah, thanks for that. I've got a funny idea now.
Right, cheers, thank you.
Right, hold on. Let me quickly go to Twitch first.
Oh, we've got a bot in the Twitch chat.
Oh, did you see the creepy Twitch channels I was getting the other day?
Yeah.
No, we will not subscribe to your spicy page.
Said Josiah, I know you. They're going to say, Josiah, by the way, have you ever been to FurryCon? That's what they're going to say. I had that the other night. I was creeped out.
You might know me, but I'm telling you, I have no idea who you are.
I've got a perfect response. You are someone that we don't know.
Josiah's got a secret admirer.
But wait till you see.
No, that's news to me.
It's coming on screen. See? Oh no, we're not having that.
No.
Wait till you see this. This is just for you, mate. It's on screen now. Now get out of my stream, you fucking little prick. She is the one.
No, she is the one. I was thinking Robbie Williams.
Aye, what was I looking for? Oh yeah.
Josiah.
I'm doing something very special for Josiah. He is gonna piss himself.
Got some good news about Kenta though. If you are subscribed to my channel, he's the only person to defend the Toryman Triple Crown.
She is the one and only. I know, I saw that. Fair play. I need this. We're doing something very special for Josiah because Josiah is cool. That's a huge save by my nan. Oh wait, no.
Well, your nan saved something. That's impressive.
I
hope she's okay.
What?
Well, you said that your nan saved the shot, so I said that's impressive. I hope she's okay.
I said my nan, but that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
My nan.
This is what I'm looking for. It's actually actually no, it wasn't it? It was first it was Parma trying a free kick and bottled at Salamaker goal line clearance, and Salamaker ran up 80 yards.
I was actually thinking when you said Palmer, I was thinking Cole Palmer's not back until next month.
That's a good point. What am I looking for? I'm looking for another app of mine. That's it. This one. My nan was actually behind his line and still saved it.
My nan? What? She wasn't at all.
Not him.
Not my nan. No.
There we go. I need this. We're about to make Josiah a very happy man.
This seems very interesting.
It will be. It will be. Like it's totally appropriate. Just looking for one thing that I borrowed. Where is it? I'm gonna have to steal your profile picture. Hold on. Oh wait, actually, hold on. You've already got exactly what I need in your profile picture. You're fine. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not stalking him. Don't worry. If it's better than my pick, it would be worth it. Abu, we all know what your pick is, mate. we all know how much of a horny bastard you are.
Oh my god, that's funny. I've just seen a hilarious stat. David Raya made no saves in 90 minutes against Sunderland and conceded 2 goals.
Brilliant.
What in the world's going on?
That's Abu getting ready to plant his blue chew on someone.
At least it's not bleach and.
Oh, talking about Blue Chew, guys. If you want to subscribe to Blue Chew or get Blue Chew,
go talk to Sean Rossap.
The code is just2guys for 50% off.
No,
or you could go talk to Sean Rossap.
Absolutely. Speaking of that prick, Speaking of that prick, WrestleVotes will no longer be on this channel now as a news outlet, or as they do post news about wrestling. They will no longer be used by the Weekly Steelchair because they're now collaborating with Fightful, and they have said that their stuff will be paid for. So
yeah, but we all know that Fightful and those people eat corn the long way.
Wow.
They're with them now, though, in the worst way, so we're not using them anymore.
Yeah, but we all know that Sean Rossap eats corn the long way.
He certainly does.
Mm-hmm. Are we going to get into the next topic or what? Because this pitch is freaking terrifying me.
Well, it's about to get worse.
Why?
What is that?
That's King Boateng.
I'm confused. Who's the player meant to be?
Jerome Boateng.
Oh, I see.
Oh, this podcast just went out off its fucking. This podcast just went to a 180 real quick.
Josiah, aka King Boateng. Exactly. Josiah's King Boateng. And even Hangman Khan's scared of that.
Oh my god! You know what you could do? You could get a picture of Shirley Temple and put me on his head, or her on her head. Shirley Temple, no.
Or Hangman Khan with Catherine Rosa.
You can do one with Shirley Temple. Just put my head on Shirley.
Catherine Rosa will never not be funny to me.
Yeah.
Put Shirley Temple on put my head on Shirley Temple.
I mean, that's just me thinking of you and Shirley Temple. Like, do you want to continue? It's a brilliant moving moment. We are going to get back to because we were discussing these.
Yes.
The women's title should have all 3 belts on the line.
They're not going to do it though.
The next place I want to go to is this Evil versus Aaron Wolf match because I'm just intrigued by Evil's. I don't even know what to call it at this point. He's just mischievous.
Has he sprayed the belt gold now?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just a really mischievous wrestler. He's just.
There is another thing that's important though that I think is a standout. Aaron Wolf again. Catherine is Dr. Evil. that could be arranged. No. Aaron Wolf again today got involved in another title match that involved House of Torture, and he screwed House of Torture out of a 6-man championship.
Yeah,
he is really taking it to House of Torture and Evil.
Yeah, he's not playing with them at all.
It's pure intent.
And it's almost like, yeah, I know I'm a young lion. I shouldn't be allowed to do this, but I also don't care about it.
Like, it is brilliant to see from Adam Wolf that he is taking it to someone who is an established star and an established veteran.
I've got very high hopes for Aaron Wolf.
If
I've got
Catherine's
high
got-
hopes at Adam Wolf, but there's only one person I would love him to be in a tag team with.
Who?
Alpha
Bolton
Wolf.
Oleg.
Oh, Alpha Wolf. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
No, Bolton Oleg.
Alpha Wolf.
Big
I guess that would be good too. Then.
It would be,
Next
yeah.
tag week, Aaron Wolf and Bolton. Yeah, nice.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. It wouldn't be a bad idea. But still, the idea of Adam Wolf versus Adam Wolf and Alpha Wolf as a team would still be fun.
Yeah.
It's the excitement of what we're
What
going to
about
get.
Alexander Wolf from Sanity?
Does he still wrestle?
His career's dead.
He wrestles for Progress, doesn't
Maybe his career's dead.
he?
Because it just is. Speaking of Progress, somebody on this this panel who will remain nameless, Temple, had a little whinge earlier in our group chat. And
Yes, he did.
all for nothing, really. It was all for nothing, but he had a little whinge. And he had a little whinge because at Pro Wrestling Eve, an all-women's promotion in the UK, Willow Nightingale was there, and they used a certain chant for her, and Temple had an absolute fit.
Yeah.
And not gonna lie, it was absolutely bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
Unnecessary, but absolutely bloody brilliant. So, Temple, do you want to tell us what that chant was?
Yeah, if you remember back in the day when Bailey used to get that chant, hey, hey, Bailey, ooh, ah, I want to know if you'll be my girl. Yeah, that chant. That fucking chant. That's meant to be for Bailey, not Willow freaking Nightingale. That chant.
Technically it was for other talents first, but it was still there. Oh,
But it's
how did you...
well known for Bailey, though, isn't it?
I mean, it is known for Bailey, absolutely, but it is a variety of talents. But we know it for Bailey as well. But you went nuts about it because you're saying, "Oh, it should be exclusive to just to Bailey," and I'm like, "No, it shows
No.
appreciation to Willow."
Everyone
It's
loves
good that she
Willow.
got it.
Not knocking Willow, because she's awesome, not Willow. But
isn't that not a good thing, though, that at least that those fans actually took to her in such a way that they at least gave her a chant that people actually like?
Yeah.
All right, explain how I mini-me when I'm 6'4" and I have hair. How am I
said
going to
that?
drop? Abel said in the chat because James went, if Catherine's Dr. Evil, then who's mini-me? And then Abel went, Reese. I don't know how I can be
I
mini-me.
think Alex in SWA. Is Abel in SWA?
Yeah, he lost his title last night.
And is the other person in SWA?
Who, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just Mr. Dunlop.
I guess somebody's not happy that they lost
If
their
those
titles.
two people are arguing in the chat, don't you think they should be facing each other at the next SWA?
No, they're not arguing. They're taking the piss out of me.
Well, those two against you and Josiah?
I'm not in the game.
Technically, you are in the game.
How?
He's the booker.
Because didn't you say that you was
Well,
someone?
Tempest. Well, that Tempest character is basically based off me, yes, but he's not me.
So you just do those two versus Josiah and you?
So you want me to steal your tag team partner?
Well, he's doing a freaking shit job.
You start the matches and get counted.
Yeah, but last time he got pinned, didn't he? He got pinned. He keeps taking pins on me. He keeps taking pins, man.
To be fair, I am going to put you both in a singles match. I want to see who is the better member. I'm putting you both in a tag match on the next episode, which is after the pay-per-view, because I do have the first women's pay-per-view coming up.
Oh, nice.
No second chances.
Me and Josiah are never going to split up. End of discussion. Let's go.
You're not going to split up. You're just going to face each other in a match.
going to be a friendly one, isn't it, Josiah?
Build a story between Temple and Josiah. Definitely build a story.
Well, all I do is friendlies.
Why don't you wear a mask dedicated to me? Come on.
Because you're the only one. You're the only one that wears a mask. Ooh.
Okay, Josiah. Temple wears a mask because he's an ugly bastard.
Pretty much.
I was going to say Temple wears a mask because he's scared of the fans.
Yeah, I'm scared of fans, yeah. That's why I wear a mask, bro.
And to be honest, I don't blame you for being scared of fans. Do you see how they act around wrestlers?
Yeah, exactly. They start them like weirdos.
Exactly. You're protecting your face, protecting your rights.
Exactly.
Limited amount.
The history of Lucha Libre, and yeah. I'll be getting on to the next discussion of the podcast because we've gone 2 hours, bro.
We do have one more discussion, and then after that we'll wrap up. But the final discussion that I'm going to throw to everybody, and you guys have... The good thing is you guys are not prepared for this, which is even better. And
I'm never prepared for anything. That's just the way my life is.
What about my rant? Is my rant coming up?
Or you have your rant first then, you big child.
Yes.
Right, today's rant on the podcast is a word that is called fumble in the chat. Okay? Fumble. Okay? Chat. Okay, Reese. Okay, Josiah. The word fumble.
The word of the day is fumble, chat.
Yeah, that is word of the day. Oh, that should be a fucking penalty. He pulled him down. And not in the way I would like. Carry on.
If you are on any sorts of social media, like X, mostly X, or Twitter,
or you're part of the clown NXT fan base.
Okay. The word fumble today is due to the IWC technically saying that, oh my God, they've fumbled Ethan Page and they fumbled Ricky Starks. They have fumbled Mariah May. Incorrect. AEW didn't fumble any of those talents. Okay.
To be fair, I would argue that they fumbled Ricky Starks, but that's the only one. That's the only one I'd argue that's.
To be fair, I would have said Ethan Page, but that's for different reasons. But understandable. It's subjective.
Mariah May wasn't fumbled in AEW. She was in one of the toppest feuds in the women's division.
She was literally the women's champion. You can't have fumbled her.
She was in one of the best feuds within the women's division in wrestling against Toni Storm. Okay.
And she got pushed to the moon.
And next, Ricky Starks and Ethan Page wasn't fumbled. When they was in AEW, did you see the size of the roster and the talented people in AEW? There was so much better talent than Ethan Page and Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks and Ethan Page was in AEW swimming with sharks, okay? They went to NXT and they now are swimming with dolphins, quote unquote.
Yep.
Okay.
Who doesn't love a dolphin though?
Dolphins are cool.
Ethan Page and Ricky Starks wasn't technically fumbled. It was in a roster with so many talented wrestlers than them. They went into AEW swimming with sharks. Went into NXT.
3-0? You got to be kidding me! It's 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0. Yeah.
And João Pedro scored a goal.
That's right. Yeah, it's the same for me actually. Abil, it does remind me of an Imagine Dragons song.
So yeah, I don't like the word fumble.
I think for me, and this is the thing, right? You can see arguments for.
And Garnacho got 2 assists.
Ugh. Sorry, he's still shit. You can find. Here's a logical counter to your point, Temple, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You can find arguments for fumbling either or, right? But you can find arguments, but are they really being fumbled if they're on TV week to week and they're being pushed into title pictures? Because for me, a fumble is you have them on the show and you do absolutely nothing with them, and then you go to another show and they get put into a program that works for them. For me, I don't think the reason why I think Ethan Page was fumbled is because Ethan Page was a successful tag champion TNA. He was well known, but he was stuck in the Hardy vortex that AEW had no idea what they were doing with, and he was lost in that shuffle. Whereas he goes to NXT, which is a shit product anyway. He goes to NXT. He's now the North American champion. He was
NXT champion as well when he went there.
Absolutely. And he's now the AAA mixed tag team champion with Chelsea Green. If anything, he's a success despite being in a terrible promotion.
Yeah, but what good talent is NXT? There's like, what, 2 on my finger I can name?
None of them. None of them.
There's Obi Femi and who else?
None of them. It's just Ethan Page for me. But what I'm saying is, like, he is at least a talent there that works, but the promotion still sucks. As for Ricky Starks got in a decent tag team with Big Bill, was okay. They became tag team champions, but it didn't last because he got bored. He got into a world title picture with CM Punk, who wasn't even a world champion to begin with. He had a brilliant match with Ricky Steamboat as the referee. And then after that, he got into a stupid fight with Adam Copeland and he got fucked off. If anything, Ricky Starks wasn't, well, now Ricky says he wasn't fumbled. He was the one that fumbled his own career.
Yeah, but if you're in a roster with fucking sharks, like Ethan Page and Ricky Starks was, then you're fucked, aren't you?
At least Ethan Page tried to do something, but he was stuck with the vortex of the Hardys, and the Hardys were a failure in AEW. A massive failure.
Yeah, I expected more from them.
Yeah. I think Ethan Page at least has a lot to say on an aggro perspective. Ricky Starks has nothing to say. Mariah May, now Blake Monroe, has no excuses.
It's funny because Mariah May won the world title in AEW, didn't get fumbled, but she goes into NXT and wins a mid-card title.
Yeah, but apparently that's the funny thing as well. People said the same thing about Will Ospreay and the same thing was said about Will Ospreay and Mercedes Moné. Why are they in AEW just to win a mid-card championship? And actually, they came in, they've won it, and they've actually done good things with them. They didn't have to be world championship, but Mariah May as Blake Monroe, she got herself out of AEW because she thought, I've accomplished everything I had to do. Bitch, no, you didn't. AEW also fumbled Penta. How?
Huh?
All right, how did AEW fumble Penta?
Trios champion, tag team champion, one of the best cage matches
international champion.
If it's because he didn't win a singles title, then fair enough.
He did. He won the international championship.
When?
That was Phoenix, mate.
That was Ray
Phoenix. They both won it. They both won it.
No, they haven't. No,
did he?
No,
yeah, I'm pretty sure they both won it.
I don't remember Penta winning that title because that was something I criticised about because he lost to Orange Cassidy.
No, Phoenix is the only guy who won the international title.
Yeah.
Because he beat Moxley with that fuck finish, if you remember.
Yeah, he should have been a champion, though, singles title. He's 40 as well. He's 41 in February. Wow. I don't remember him winning the international
It's
title.
funny because when Miro was in AEW, he's won more matches in AEW than he's won in WWE now.
If he did, though, I will... no, he didn't. So he won the one... So he's a one-time champion with Ray Phoenix. He's a one-time trios champion. His singles
Phoenix
title
is the only
honestly,
person who won the international title when it comes to...
Why is Vince McMahon trending on Twitter?
No idea. Yeah, Penta didn't win any singles titles because that's something I did call out on. He should have won a singles title there, which is horrible. Yeah.
Oh, I see why.
It was
Somebody. Oh, I see why. Unfortunately, this has come from that.
Sadness.
Well, not him directly, but his platform.
Private Party were awful. Sadly,
it said that apparently the TKO president has said that WWE needs to move past PLEs that were created by Vince McMahon.
So that means they're going to get rid of WrestleMania.
No,
not particularly.
Why? That's fucking stupid.
That's why they brought in WrestlePalooza instead of Bad Blood, I assume.
But
WrestlePalooza
was created by ECW.
Yeah, but it's called Snoozapalooza now, isn't it?
And that's why I think they've done it, because they said that they're trying to move away from Vince McMahon created pay-per-views. So they bring in a pay-per-view that he didn't create, I guess.
Oh,
It's not gonna. It's not gonna
I,
save.
I don't like Vince McMahon, but that's stupid.
That's not gonna save their shitty product.
I don't like Vince, but removing WrestleMania from WWE is stupid.
It will never work either way because realistic fans will never work. Jeff Hardy ruined his own run. That is correct. AEW did fumble Wardlow. I agree. He should have beat MJF.
I mean, to be fair, Wardlow is still there, so I guess they could save him if they really wanted to. I guess
it would be hard to save him. It will be hard. You know who they did? They did fumble, but it was accidentally. They fumbled Lance Archer by accident.
By putting him in the Don Callis
fumble, the word fumble does annoy me because, in my opinion,
and that's one thing. I am glad that they've let him escape that whole Don Callis family thing and let him go and do World Tag League.
Yeah.
Right, can I just finish off this fumble stuff?
You can finish it off, yes.
Right, the word fumble is a ridiculous saying, and I think it's stupid saying that somebody's been fumbled because every company has a talent of their own purpose. They could be a world champion, mid-card, tag title, women's. They're in a division for once. I could be a jobber. Doesn't mean I'm fumbled. It's what you're supposed to do. If you get what I mean. Every person, every company has a style of how they do things and how a talent is.
That is correct.
And fans nowadays change their opinions like they change the boxer shorts. Mostly every day, hopefully.
That's an unwanted image, but that's a fair point. Abel says you talk about fumble. Look what WWE did to Mustafa Ali. They fumbled Nick Nemeth.
Just fired him.
They fumbled Nick Nemeth as well because he won 3 world championships in the same year. Like that sums him up. Like
which 3 world titles?
Sorry, 2 world titles. He won the global title, the AAA Mega Championship, and he won the TNA world title.
Yeah,
but he also won the world tag team titles as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so in a company have their own style of.
That's an interesting comment. Santana was fumbled in AEW.
He technically fumbled himself and had an argument with his tag team partner. That's how he got fumbled.
Yeah, he's now went on to better things though. Like Ortiz, nobody talks about it anymore until literally right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, the word fumble's ridiculous. I think every company has a a purpose.
It's only a fumble if you genuinely see no progression.
That's how a wrestling company works. You have a world champion, you have a mid-card, you have a tag team, you have a women's, and you have those talents that you call fumbled. It's technically saying who's going to win and who's going to lose. That's what wrestling's about.
That's not what they mean by fumble, though.
Yeah, but they're only saying that people are being fumbled because it's their favourites.
I've actually got an interesting prediction.
Not always their favourites, though.
I've actually got an interesting predictions thing. For one show, I think instead of predicting who we all think is going to win, I actually think we should predict who's going to lose.
You want to reverse predictions then?
Yeah. I think that would be interesting.
I'm going to change the theme song to we predict people to we lose people.
I mean no, because we're still predicting people, but just who's losing. Just
explain why AEW couldn't do with Santana what TNA did with him. I can explain it very easily.
Because they didn't care.
He was in a roster with Sharks and not Dolphins.
No, to be fair, he has actually got a good roster around him. They're just booked stupidly. I would say the problem is, in general, for me, the main issue why it didn't work for Santana in AEW and the same factors it did in TNA is because he was booked like a tag wrestler that wasn't getting over in that way, and they didn't see that potential in him. Whereas in TNA, they see him as a singles talent, and they got behind him in that way. That's why Joe Hendry is now a nothing. He is now just sitting there with Thea Hale.
Joe Hendry.
She's scary as well. She scares me. She scares me. Yeah, he ruined himself by doing all that WWE shit.
Joe Hendry ruined himself by just doing that gimmick anyway.
You can't hate him though. He's making his money. That's all they really care about.
No, that's true. He has. But he also done it so obsessively bad that he's now done it to more people, and he's made it just ridiculously stupid. That's a good word, Maria. Let's start using mishandled. That, Maria, I can agree with. I like that.
Or the talents I like that are not getting pushed. Those, like that.
No, we'll use mishandled because that's appropriate. That's actually very appropriate. Now, 1 second, because I'm doing something for you two, and you're going to do it blind. Like, there's no excuses. You are both doing this.
Give me a second. Let me just get a blindfold then.
Not like that.
What if I don't want to? Did you ever consider that one?
I did consider it, and tough. You're still doing it. Now, I want you to, in your heads, I want you to think of... Ooh.
Kittens.
Yeah, Ortiz did suck. I want you both to think of... I need to think of a very appropriate number.
69?
No, you pervert.
No.
I want you both to think of...
I said something to my wife the other day that made her laugh. It was fucking hilarious.
That must be a shock for you then.
Yeah.
I want you both to think past or present. That so you can actually.
I told her, can I give you a 34.5?
Jesus Christ!
You know what that means?
Yeah, it's half of 69.
Yeah.
So in other words, you do half the work.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to think of 8 past world champions from multiple promotions, and I'm going to tell you them. And I want you to think of 8 present champions or 8 in the... Sorry. No, we'll do it this way. I want you to name 8 champions from the 80s and 90s. And I want you to name me 8 champions from the 2000s and the 2010s. But you can't... you can't put, oh, this person did more championships in the 2000s and the 90s. You have to just tell me the decade, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, what I want you to do... It's similar to what we did last week. You're gonna do this as a tournament, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna book a quarter. What's up, Roisin? You're gonna do a quarterfinal, a semi-final, and a final, and then your ultimate winner will be basically your ultimate champion. So I'm going to name you your promotions, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to just tell me who you think the AEW Fumble Championship... That's not funny, Fernando, that's not funny.
What's the criteria?
Singular world champion. From a promotion that I tell you.
Okay. In the 80s and 90s and the 2000s, isn't it?
Yep, but I'll tell you. I'm going to put it in exactly who. So I'm going to your same ones, 80s, 90s. You've got your same ones. We're going to start with Josiah. So you're going to have. So I'm going to put them on the screen. Then you're going to see them. So you've got this. Then you've got this. Don't worry, Abdul. That's why I've said 80s and 90s. Don't worry. Then you've got. You have that one. Then you've got.
Who won the Ballon d'Or this year? Just out of context.
Dembele.
Dembele, yeah.
Mm.
And the kid with STDs finished second somehow.
Yep, and now he's got a stepmom who's 23.
Oh, yeah. I think that Jamal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Imagine his stepmom is only 5 years older than he is,
and his dad is 34.
Yeah, it's disgraceful.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
But then I guess it makes sense because until recently he liked dating 30-year-old women. You know.
Yep. I'll give you this one, and I'm going to give you this one because this is going to be really interesting. You've got the same brackets. Don't worry, but you are going to have your own progression in your own way.
Ooh, interesting.
So you've got one from the 2020s. Well, actually, you've got two from the 2020s to make it reasonable. The one promotion, I'm going to use their entire legacy because it's not exactly big.
I'm guessing that's AEW.
Yeah, just because they're shorter. So Josiah's going first.
Okay.
But you, my friend, have quite an interesting one. I think you're going to like it. I think you will really like this. So I think just because I don't think because you probably wouldn't watch one of them, I've gave you a very fair bracket. You've got the same one, but I've changed one for Tempo. So Tempo, you will have your favorite promotion in one of yours. Don't worry. So I'll replace.
Temple, why is your number 34.5 wise?
Because he does half the work because he's a lazy bastard.
Oh, fair enough.
That's what it is. So
34.5 is 69, half of 69.
Yeah, because you're the lazy bastard. You only do half the work.
Yeah.
Right. This is what I want you to do. I want you to pick a world champion from these periods in your tournament, my friend. So we're starting with Josiah. And you're going to tell me... So let me just put out... So quarterfinals, that's 8. So let me just get 8 here.
I'm so glad that this man held the world title in the 80s, so I don't have to pick wearing oldies.
2, 4, 5, 6.
I'm going to shut my window because you might be hearing some fireworks from my end. I don't know why.
I'm also disappointed that there's no New Japan 2020s.
Because I gave you New Japan 2010s and 2000s.
Fair enough. No. I would actually rather have 2020s than New Japan 2000s because the New Japan 2000s is the same as the TNA 2000s for me. It's this.
Fair enough. I'll do the same.
I think by me saying that, I think you know exactly who I'm picking for TNA 2000s.
Yeah, and you can only have.
Spoiler alert: you would probably also pick this person too.
Yeah, it would be who fumbled Andrade, WWE or AEW or both companies? Both companies.
Both.
Especially AEW being stupid enough to actually show him on TV, knowing that he's got a non-compete.
Yeah.
Both companies
I'm going to give you one each to get rid of. Ring of Honor 2000s or 2010s and replace them with CMLL or AAA. One of them. It's either Ring of Honor 2010 or Ring of Honor 2000s. Which one are you keeping?
I will keep...
You don't have to keep the same one.
I'm keeping 2010s.
Okay, so Ring of Honor 2000s is out and you're getting CMLL 2020 as well. Sorry, 2010s. Temple, which one are you getting rid of? You can keep either TNA 2010s or Ring of Honor 2000s.
Get rid of TNA 2010s then.
You, my friend, get a different promotion. You, sir, will get AAA 2010s.
Right.
So you get one slight different each. So, and actually we'll make... I think for the sake of Pro Wrestling Noah, 2010s... No, we'll make that 2020s as well.
Well, I'm done. Some Chelsea fans said that Garnacho is world class.
We all know that's not true.
You're getting rid of an inch. They'll get rid of my inch. The missus won't be pleased.
Yeah, she'll probably say take it back and find me something new. Right. So I'm going to mark the 90s with 90s in orange, 2000s. Mark them in this 2020s plus AEW in light blue, and then these 2010s I'll mark in there. There we go.
I'm so glad I don't have to pick Cody Rhodes in this tournament.
That's true. You do not have to at all. That one.
Because he's not an option.
Exactly. Let me just change that to that blue. 2010's pink.
Right.
Well, it's unified. It's respectful. Shut up. It's my rules.
Girls wink.
Well, it used to be our color until we gave it to them. So there you go. What's up, Tina? Good to see you. Right. Josiah, you're up first. Who's your 16 champions that you're going to pick in this Ultimate Championship tournament?
Okay. So for the 80s, I'm going to pick Randy Savage.
Good man. Good
because
man.
I refuse to put that bandana wearing Goldie in any tournament.
To be fair, if you look at the 80s, the champions that are there is pretty much Macho Man, Hulk Hogan,
and the
Iron Sheik.
Yeah, and that's it pretty much.
Yeah. Because, well, nothing else really happened because Andre never really had it. He gave up. Who's your NWA 1980s champion? Because you've got a decent choices here.
I'm picking Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes.
Because I think it's easy to go with Ric Flair, but I think Dusty doesn't get anywhere near the plaudits that he deserves, doesn't he?
That's fair. You also had the likes of Steamboat. Well, that was it, really. You had Steamboat. You had so you had Steamboat. You had Flair. You had Rhodes, Steamboat, Flair. You also had Harley Race. You had him. There's a lot of strong champions, and you also had the Von Erich as well.
Yeah.
So that's a fair one. Who's your WCW 1990s champion?
Now, for this one, I want to ask a question because obviously I see that you haven't included 2000 and 2001. I wanted to know if I could include that because obviously WCW ended in 01.
You can if you want, but remember WCW also was 1990 onwards.
Okay, well, if I can include the latter years, for my own personal amusement, I'm picking Jeff Jarrett. And it will become very apparent why when we get to the quarterfinals in the book.
That is fair. So Jeff Jarrett.
Spoiler alert, he won't be there and he'll be bottom of this tournament.
Fair enough. Who is your 1990s ECW champion? You got a great list here. You've got likes of Raven, you've got Sandman, Just Incredible, you've got Tommy Dreamer who lost it in seconds, you've got no RVD, you do get Rhino. You do
I was gonna flip a coin. I was gonna flip a coin between Rhino and Raven.
You also get the Natural, Shane Douglas.
But I was gonna go between Raven and Rhino, but given recent development, I'm gonna give it to Raven.
Raven, good man. He would have been my pick too. Your 1990s WWF champion,
Bret Hart.
Top man. Your 2000s WWE champion, so 2000 to 2009.
Now, wow. To be fair, I could. You know what? I was gonna go that angle for TNA, but I'm gonna take him here instead because I remember that there's somebody who also held the belt in the 2000s in TNA, and that's AJ Styles.
Yep, I like this. This is a good range. Your 2020s New Japan World Champion, so 2020 to 2025.
I'm giving this to Will Ospreay because this is the only way he's ever getting that AJ Styles match at this point. Because this is.
I respect that. Your 2020's Noah champion.
I think this is easy, Ozawa.
Ozawa, okay. Your 2010's TNA World Champion.
Bobby Roode.
Good man. He's the only logical option.
Yeah.
Your CMLL 2010's champion.
Ooh. I actually need to do some research on the champions.
Why did you ask a friend?
You can also replace it with a different promotion if you feel more comfortable.
Or ask a friend.
From the same decade. He doesn't get a phone a friend option. Because neither do you, Temple.
I know an answer though.
Wait,
but you're not.
I'm actually interested. Was Penta a champion in CMLL in this decade? Was he?
Penta wasn't in CMLL. He was in Triple.
Yeah, because I get all of these Mexican promotions.
He was in AAA. He was in Lucha Underground. He was in Perros de Mal Producciones.
Wait, hold on. I know. Was Roosh a champion in this decade for CMLL? Because I'm taking him then.
Roosh was there. Yeah, that's a good one.
He beat Ultimo Guerrero for the CMLL World Light Heavyweight Championship.
He did. Now I'm eager to see who you pick for this one. Your 2010's Ring of Honor World Champion, because you chose 2010s instead of the 2000s, which was surprising, because I thought if you stuck 2000s, you would have kept the likes of Samoa Joe, for example, or Bryan Danielson, but your 2010's Ring of Honor Champion.
My 2010's Ring of Honor champion will be Tyler Black.
I was going to say that's a good shout.
Not Seth Rollins, Tyler Black.
The real version. Your 2010,
the one that actually still has his knees and shoulders
and his toes. Your 2010 New Japan. Sense. Absolutely. Who's your 2010's New Japan champion?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, good boy. And your final champion, 2019 to 2025 AEW.
Samoa Joe.
That's a tournament and a half.
Because I had to get him in somehow.
I appreciate that. Before we get to your next stage, which is the quarterfinals, Temple.
Mm-hmm.
You, sir, have 1980s WWF, 1980s NWA, 1990s WCW, ECW, and WWF.
That is horrible. That is a horrible sight to see for this table.
He has
Chelsea in our second village.
Ugh, yuck. You have WWE and TNA 2000s. You have New Japan 2020s, Noah 2020s. You've got AAA 2010s, Ring of Honor 2000s, Dragon Gate 2020s, New Japan 2010s, and AEW 2019-2025. So, sir, your WWF 1980s champion, please.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
He was not WWE champion, but is he your NWA champion?
He is, yeah.
He will be your NWA champion, okay? Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I like that. That's a good shout. For the record, he would have been mine if I did this tournament with you. I'm just doing it, you two. So who is your WWE champion from the same period?
Randy Savage.
Okay. Macho Man Randy Savage is in 2 tournaments. I like it. Both men have style. Both men have grace. Who's your 1990s WCW champion?
Was Ric Flair?
He was, yep. He beat
Ric
Vader
Flair.
at Starrcade.
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. Your 1990s ECW champion.
Shane Douglas.
I like that. To be fair, Rhino wasn't necessarily a weak champion. Rhino just won it for a day and that was it because Paul Heyman couldn't afford it anymore. It's not really his fault. 1990s WWF.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Another double appearance for Bret Hart. No Stone Cold so far. I quite like it. Your 2000s WWE champion. So 2000 to 2009.
The one thing for me with this tournament is, as easy as it would be to just pick the top name or the most well-known champions, for at least me specifically, I actually had to think who would be a good tournament wrestler.
Yeah.
Do we class the World Heavyweight title that was on Raw as a world title?
Yes, it can be either or.
Can we have Shawn Michaels then?
You can have Shawn Michaels, yes. Your 2000s TNA champion. 2000 AJ Styles, yep, that's fine. The TNA title for the 2000s would have been 2007 to 2009.
Yeah.
Because the title was only introduced officially as the TNA title in 2007. Your 2020's New Japan champion, 2020 to 2025.
Okada.
Kazuchika Okada, okay. Quite like that. That's a good choice. Your 2020's Noah champion.
Former, Kenta.
The former champion Kenta. Okay, now this is what I'm going to like from you. Who is your 2010's AAA champion?
I'm actually interested to know, do you think Kenta will show up at New Japan
I hope
for
so.
Wrestle Kingdom?
I hope so. Have him enter the Battle Royal and win it. It'd be absolutely fucking hilarious.
And then announce that he's actually the leader of Bullet Club.
That would be cool. The GTS club is back, bitch. Right, who is your AAA champion?
Dr. Wagner.
Ooh, I like that.
You mean that guy? You mean that guy that's Ethan Page is beefing with now?
Pretty
No,
much.
that's his son. That's his son.
El Higo de Wagner Jr. Who is your 2000s Ring of Honor champion?
Morishima.
Okay. I did not expect that. Your 2020's Dragon Gate champion.
Shun Skywalker.
No surprise.
Saw that one coming.
Yeah, that was
Because he had a brilliant 2020s in the Masquerade feud.
That's fair. Your 2010's New Japan World Champion.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Okay. And lastly, in the 6-year period of AEW, who is your AEW World Championship representative?
Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danielson. Okay. So now we've got these. So let me just... Abo says he would have picked Okada. Well, tough tootie. You don't get to pick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I picked AJ Styles. Never got that Shawn Michaels match.
He would have beaten Shawn Michaels anyway. Right.
Hiroshi Tanahashi, AJ Styles. Will Ospreay. I didn't pick a Will Ospreay, did I?
Which is fine. You still picked a good range, to be fair, of matches we would have enjoyed. Right.
Shane Douglas, Ric Flair, both one of the greatest heels in the business, in my opinion. Would have been great.
Shane Douglas is the same person that Triple H stole his entire gimmick from.
Shane Douglas is good.
He was more than good. He was great. Right. Josiah, you first, my friend. Your semi-finals.
You mean quarterfinals?
Sorry, quarterfinals. Yes, quarterfinals.
So I'm going Macho Man.
Macho Man makes the semis. Sorry, the quarterfinals. He's probably going to make the semis as well. But your second quarterfinalist, please, sir. Oh, my stuff's been dispatched. Yes. Bret Hart makes the next round. Okay.
Kurt Angle.
Ooh, I'm liking this already. 2 of my goats in there, plus Macho Man in my top 10. Who's next?
AJ Styles.
My top 3 is in this next match. I'm loving this. Number 5.
Will Ospreay.
This is horny wrestling. Number 6.
Ozawa.
This is really heating up the tournament. Number 7.
Bobby Roode.
He's really ruined this. Who'd you say?
Bobby Roode.
Okay, I'll get tissues there. You say you know there's something dispatched. Get some tissues. Those will be dispatched.
This is a tricky one. And your final one, if he says who I think it is, then this is going to be a tough one for me. If he says who I think it is, then fuck.
I actually have to think really hard about this as well. Because if I could, I'd pick them both.
I know.
But I think if I'm doing it based off of what they were like during that time period, I'm going to have to take Nakamura over Samoa Joe.
That's exactly who I thought you were going to say as well. That's, I mean,
The match there, what intrigues me in the quarters, if he was going to do it, is Angle and Nakamura.
We've already had that as well, and for the world title unification, which was perfect. But at their peak, that would have been the most perfect title match.
That'd be a perfect final as well.
Well, apart from
you can thank Brock Lesnar for that match, by the way.
Yep, because Brock was a prick. There's so many matches here I would actually watch as a fan, and I'd be like, I don't care who wins, I'm a fan. So I really like those matches. Now, on to, let me just quickly put in here. So, obviously, they've all progressed. So the quarterfinals, there we go. Semi-finals will be in this. The final will look like that, and then the final, just make it fun. Black with white font. There we go. Temple, your quarterfinalists.
All right, let's go with the greatest wrestler of all time, Bret Hart.
I do not argue on that.
Let's go with the greatest. My top first ever, Shawn Michaels. There you go, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. 1 and 3. Sorry.
You hear that, Rashid? Bret Hart.
Reese, who's your all-time favorite New Japan wrestler? My favorite all-time New Japan wrestler.
The Great Muta.
No, that's Noah.
Jushin Thunder.
He's my all-time favorite light heavyweight. But if I'm being honest, I think my all-time favorite New Japan wrestler is probably Okada. But I mean, the likes of Nakamura and Naito, Tanahashi, Chaos King Nakamura were favorites of mine. 90s is definitely Jushin Thunder Liger, and the 90s was his best. Who's number 3 for you, Temple? In your tournament?
Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat progresses, okay. He would have been a brilliant tournament wrestler, to be fair. His endurance was incredible. Number 4.
Tanahashi.
I like that. Number 5.
It's a toss-up between Okada and Styles here.
You see that Roy Sheen challenged you to a fight.
Roy Sheen, just remember, Diesel will always open the pumps for you.
Okada.
Okada progresses, okay. Number 6.
Then AJ Styles.
Okay. Number 7.
I've got 2 left, yeah?
You have 2 left. Let me change the chat format. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me change that to tall. There we go. Roy Sheen, we all know it's true.
Randy Savage.
Randy Savage, okay. And your final quarterfinalist.
Ric Flair.
Shun Skywalker, you've been shafted like no man's been shafted before.
I'm surprised that you didn't put him through.
Me neither. Let me just get the colours back. Yeah, it was that little fucking weird ass orange
Look at
colour.
those 8 names and how they wrestled back in the day compared to Shun Skywalker, guys. No disrespect to Shun, but come on. Let's be real.
Yeah, but we know it's total disrespect.
It's not disrespect, it's just fucking not logic, mate.
We know, we're joking. That one's that light green.
No, we can't because he said it. And now it's there for the rest of the time.
Can we all forget? Yeah, we can't forget that. We know that you absolutely do roast the Diesel and blow it wide. Josiah. Josiah, who is your semi-finalist?
Well, it's not Temple's cough, I'll tell you that. But it's...
It's not Temple's cloth. How do you not know it's not my fucking cloth?
Because I'm sure it coughed up.
Because your cough isn't part of the quarterfinals.
Is it? Let's put
Anyway,
Temple's
Bret Hart.
cough is the undisputed.
Bret Hart makes the semi-finals. Who's next? All of
AJ
them have.
Styles.
The funny thing is, all of them in this final, well, semi-final and beyond, they all have tournament experience. Your third semi-finalist.
I've got to think about this.
Technically, yeah, but Rosine likes to go to the gas station every week.
Well, I'm putting Bobby Roode in there now because he's definitely in there. Because
We're gonna call Rosine the gas station.
Does she do leaded and unleaded?
Yeah, man. Rosine likes the gas station, man. I'm only joking. I'm not. It's all fun and games, isn't it?
It is, and Bret Hart is a talentless moron. Absolutely not. I mean, it's your opinion, but that's horrible. Tempo, shut up.
Okay, sorry,
Ow.
Rosine.
Ow.
I'm gonna go Will Ospreay for the last one.
Ooh, that's an interesting semi-final. And Josiah, you have cemented your semi-finals. Now it's time for Temple.
Right, the first person through to the semi-finals is going to be Shawn Michaels.
Probably doing coke whilst he's at it, but Shawn Michaels has gone through.
Bret Hart next.
Yep.
Again, Roshin, that's Bret Hart, the Hitman.
Pink and
Ricky
black.
Steamboat next.
Pink and black attack. Who?
Ricky Steamboat next.
The guy who beat Diesel for the title at Survivor Series 95.
And beat him again not too long after that, and he didn't even.
Yeah.
And he beat him in the cage.
Yeah.
And your final semi-finalist, I might actually do one myself and just show you guys what I'm thinking.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Ooh.
I like that. That is good.
And he'll even like my final.
Well, we know that you think Kevin Nash is the GOAT.
This is so random, but Jushin Van Dyke and Kevin Nash. You only like Jushin Van Dyke after we told you a match to watch.
Kevin Nash is the only GOAT by freaking. He's the GOAT by quads. He's the quads champion.
Because he breaks them so many times.
Well, we all know why she picked Kevin Nash as one of the GOATs.
Yeah. Josiah, who is your final?
My final is Bret Hart.
Versus?
Will Ospreay.
Okay. Okay.
And to specify, the way we've got there is Will beats AJ and Bret beats Bobby Roode.
Yeah, I can see that. And that means your ultimate champion, sir.
This is going to be very left field,
Will
but I'm
Ospreay.
going Will Ospreay. And I can tell you what. This man's tournament record, be it juniors and heavyweights, is stellar. And he should definitely have won more than just the one best of Super Juniors that he ended up winning.
Absolutely. Roy Sheen says, asking how many times am I going to hear Bret Hart's name being mentioned? Well, funny you should mention that. I still have a tournament to do myself.
Well, you're gonna hear the name Bret Hart every day that your heart beats.
We just appreciate really good talent, Roshi.
Exactly. and you know what the good thing is about you lads is
We can talk about Earnhardt as well if you want, Roshi.
Yeah. I'm just going to duplicate these for a second just so I've got my own one, right? But what we're going to do is
Well,
you guys are...
mine.
No, I've still got yours there. Don't worry. I'm just adding one in for myself.
Oh, sorry, I do apologize.
But what we're going to do is you guys are going to pick mine for me that I have to do.
That's going to be fun.
Or you keep the same ones. It's up to you. But your your finals and Ultimate Champion.
So this final, I would love to see it. We've never had it in history, I don't think. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
So far, that's a fact. Versus
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I would not mind that at all as a tournament final. That would be sick.
You can't say no to Owen Hart, Roshi.
Fuck's sake, Roy Sheen. No wonder you pump Diesel. And Temple, who is your Ultimate Champion?
60-minute time limit draw.
No, but the finals have no time limit. There has to be a winner.
Exactly. I agree, Abel. Tanahashi versus Steamboat would be epic. So, everybody in the chat, overrule him. Who is your winner? There is no draw.
Steamboat, then.
Nice. Not gonna lie, I would actually watch both your tournaments.
I love Rick Steamboat.
Same, brilliant.
We're both better because the Gator tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, those are Temple's tournaments. Those are Josiah's, which I actually think both are outstanding.
But what's yours?
It's for you guys. Pick. You can either keep the same promotions, or you can change the decades, or you can change the promotions and decades at the same time. Chat, you can also get involved if you want to. For mine, so 16 of them. So Josiah, you get the top 8 to choose, and then the bottom half is for Temple. So Josiah, I'll let you go with the start.
For you, I am going to pick. It's going to have to be Macho Man because, like we said, for the 80s, there's not that many times.
You can't pick my champions.
Oh, I can't pick. Oh, wait. I'm not just doing promotions.
You're picking my periods of
promotions
time.
are the same.
Excuse me, come again.
Periods of time.
All right, I thought you said something else. You're picking your period.
No,
you're not on this month.
No, that'll never happen. No, picking periods of time.
Sure about
that. I'm very confident.
No, we're in Hank and Tank the other hour ago. I'm sure you're not on one.
No, that's just simple mental rage. Right, so what are you picking? You can keep either of these the same or just change the times or anything that's up to you. So you've got to choose. Well, you've got between WWF 1980s and New Japan 2020s to effectively decide between. Wait, hold on a minute.
Hold on.
Wait, have I miscounted on one?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
14.
4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, we only named 14. Okay then.
Huh.
So that's kind of funny.
Oh, well, let's continue. Just pretend it never happened.
So you can have Abel suggestions if you want, or change them. So this is for yourself, Josiah, to consider.
Well, there was no NWA in the 90s, so...
There was, but Shane Douglas went, I'm not interested.
Hence why there was no NWA in the 90s, hence.
Yeah, so which ones are you changing?
I'm changing the WWF 80s to WWE 2010s.
Okay.
Because I think you're going to have a blast with that.
I can take that. 2010s WWE. Okay, what's next?
I'm trying to... I'm actually going to go rogue here. I'm going to change ECW to NXT 2010s.
Okay. I'm happy with that. Like, I'm actually very happy with that.
I would have gone 2020s, but they ruined it in 2021. But
I agree. Any more you want to choose?
No.
It can
I
be
think that's
Chester,
it.
yes.
I think
Okay.
that's it.
So you had, so we'll make it easier. So you had up until TNA 2000s, which means the final 7, is for Temple to choose. So Temple, any of these you want to change?
Yeah, and Noah.
Noah.
90s.
You want me to change Noah 2020s?
Yeah.
To what?
Pro Wrestling Noah in the 90s.
Pro Wrestling Noah in the 90s. Okay. Anything else? You can take Abel's suggestion if you wish.
What, me?
You can if you want to, yeah. Or you can just change anything else.
Go with Abel's request.
TNA 2010s.
Yeah.
Okay. It does tie into one of Josiah's ones, so Josiah can change one on your list.
Ooh.
I'm surprised you have not changed anything to do with All Japan, because that was really good in the 90s.
That is very rude, Roshin. That's very rude.
I know, Roy Sheen, I'm just despised by that behaviour. Shocking. Josiah, you get to change one of these, so you get to choose between New Japan 2020s downwards, if you wish. Chester's gave a suggestion of WCW 2000s, which I think is abhorrent.
No, no.
We're not.
I don't think anyone from that era really deserves to be in a tournament like this.
There's only 2 of them I would actually consider from, and I just can't be bothered.
Who are those 2?
Booker T and Scott Steiner.
I'll tell you this now. If you're putting Scott Steiner in this tournament, he's just winning it.
Exactly.
Can I put an extra of the same choice?
Yes, you can.
In that case, I want you to pick. I want to change Dragon Gate 2020s, and you can have another New Japan 2010s.
What's your shit? What is your bloody issue with Dragon?
I just don't know anything about Dragon Gate, to be honest.
So I get 2 New Japan 2010 champions.
Yes.
Okay.
And I did that specifically because I know you like many of the champions from that time period.
You horrible bastard.
How can you tell in your lovely promotions like AW and freaking WWE did Dragon Gate?
Well, I do like this, though. I do like these options. Okay, so let's go through it then. So, WWE 2010, so that's World Champion or WWE Champion.
Where do you think the Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon gimmick came from?
Everyone knows where it came from. Okay.
Gate.
The Gates of Agony.
You give me agony. Come on, hit me up.
Okay. My WWE champion from the 2010s. CM Punk.
Well, that long ran.
Yes.
My NWA 1980s. It's common knowledge, but I think it's very obvious. I'm going Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
There you go.
Yep. My WCW 1990s, I'm going for Sting. My NXT 2010s champion, you guys will really like this.
Samoa Joe.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Samoa Joe would have been indecent, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I have options. My WWF 1990s champion's pretty obvious. My goal, Bret Hart. WWE 2000s, both WWE or World Champion.
Kurt Angle was the champion in 2000.
He was.
But he is also an option elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. So my WWE 2000s champion.
I'm expecting you to say somebody here, and I'll be surprised if it's not who I think.
If he was going to pick WCW 2000s, I would have picked
No one.
Vince Russo.
Kevin Nash, probably.
So my
Vince Russo.
So my 2000s WWE champion is a bit of an odd one because obviously in terms of fan favorites, like at the time for me growing up, obviously Rock, Austin, Taker, are just a handful.
Wait, are you gonna pick Chris Jericho?
Funny you should say that.
You're gonna pick Chris Jericho, aren't you?
I want to know what he picked.
Edge. Oh, that's who I thought you. That's who I was hoping you'd pick. That's.
It was between, if I'm being truly honest, right? I narrowed it down to two people: Edge or Eddie Guerrero.
Oh come on, Eddie.
But now I have to ask which title are you picking for the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title?
The title that he held 7 times on its own.
The World Heavyweight title.
The world title, yeah.
I want to know what he picked for the Pro Wrestling No in 1990s. Me, I'm intrigued.
Well,
there's only 2 that you need to choose from, and if you don't choose these, you have been disappointed in you, so-called Noah fan.
Don't worry, I have an idea. Don't you worry. Like I do have an idea. I'm just thinking if it's
TNA 2010s. No, I'm thinking there's 3 that you're gonna pick from for this.
Yep. I'll put it right here just for him to see. But my 1990s Noah is
goodbye. Oh, you could have picked Kenta Kobayashi, couldn't you?
I preferred Misawa to Kobayashi, to be fair.
Goodbye. At least you.
Now for TNA 2010s, I'm thinking you're either gonna pick Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, or Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Roode was also champion 2010s too.
I know, but I'm thinking more on the wavelength that you're not going to copy me too much.
That is true.
And Bobby Lashley was also a great champion, wasn't he?
He was. And
until Dan Lambert came in and ruined everything.
Sadly, yeah. And you've gave me 3 New Japan options as well, which I am grateful for.
There's only one answer to Ring of Honor 2000s.
Yep. Don't worry, I've got that lock and loaded. So my TNA 2010...
It's not Austin Aries,
it's definitely not Austin Aries, don't worry. My TNA 2010s champion...
Oh, can we not change Ring of Honor to 2000? Oh, yeah, we do 2000s. Oh, yeah, we are doing 2000s, yeah. I would have picked one person who would have been like... No one would have chosen.
There we go.
Kurt Angle. My New Japan 2020s champion... One for everybody.
LA Knight? Yeah.
Tetsuya Naito.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised that you didn't pick him for the 2010s.
Nah. Because my 2010s you're going to really like.
I'm hoping... There's one person that I'm really hoping that you pick for 2010s because I feel guilty for not picking him. But I'm not going to say it until you've done both of them. But
yep. Triple R 2010s, Roosh.
Roosh didn't do Triple R.
I'm just kidding. Was that Mystical was in 2010s though, wasn't he? Still
No,
Mystical.
No, Mystical CMLL dude.
So Triple R 2010s.
You know what? I should have. I should have picked CMLL just to put MJF in there.
That's what I would have done.
Blue Demon.
No, not for me.
Wagner.
Actually, hold on. I wonder if he was in this at the time. If he was, then I'm using...
I think Triple R Mega Champions.
That's what I'm doing. I'm looking for 2010s because if there's one person who held this title at the time, if he held the title at the time, then I am using this person and it'll cause an absolute riot.
Alberto El Vital.
Oh, Dario.
Ah, yes. I'm a happy man.
God,
You guys are gonna love this.
Alberto Del Retard.
No, I forgot this man held the title in that period.
Carlito.
This is my own fault, but it still works.
Jeff Jarrett.
Kenny Omega. Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? 2019, eh?
765-day title reign. But I forgot it started in 2019, so I went to double check when. So Kenny Omega, my Ring of Honor 2000s champion.
Come on.
Bryan Danielson.
You know what I would have gone with?
I'm not using Nigel McGuinness or Samoa Joe.
Why?
Because Bryan Danielson was my favorite in the 2000s Ring of Honor.
Yeah, same, but let's be different.
And also, it would have made more sense. New Japan 2010s. So I've already got Tetsuya Naito as my 2020 champion.
Yes.
Obviously, one of them
why
is
we got 2010's New Japan twice?
because I was given it as an extra.
Oh, so you're gonna go with Tanahashi, aren't you?
No,
Evil.
no.
Kota Ibushi. And that's the one that I was guilty for not picking that.
I love Tanahashi in the 2010s, loved Evil and all that, but Ibushi absolutely rocked it for me. And
Actually, you know what? I take it back. I'm not guilty because he unified the belts.
yeah, but that should make my AEW World Champion obvious then.
Samoa Joe.
If you look at all the people I've named,
Samoa Joe.
it's not
No.
Samoa Joe. If you look
Think
at all
about
the
it.
people if you look at all the people I've named, it should be obvious who my AEW World Champion is.
MJF.
Nope.
Hangman.
Nope.
Mox.
Nope.
Swerve.
Nope.
I'm trying to think, how many champions have there been?
Jericho.
There's been what
Chris
14
Jericho.
different. There you go.
The first ever.
First ever champion. Yep. Which will make my quarterfinals fun.
Which was actually a good choice, but fans didn't like it because they wanted Hangman.
Yep. Even though Jericho.
Yeah,
was the right
and we've seen how well the Hangman experiments worked, haven't we?
Absolutely. So
Jericho, having a veteran as your first world champion is actually a good idea, though.
especially a world champion that was healthy and in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the fun bit. My first quarterfinalist is Bret Hart.
You just may as well just put him as the winner, Vince.
Is he though? My second one, Kurt Angle. Number 3, quite obvious. My third one, moving forward. Have you noticed that I haven't named a particular wrestler in my tournament? Because I really couldn't decide which one to use them in.
Are you?
Look at my list. Look who's obviously missing from my
AJ
list.
Styles.
Mm-hmm. Because
You could have used him in the WWE one. You could have used him in the New Japan one. You could have used him in the TNA one.
exactly
And you could have used him in
because
the Ring of Honor one as well, I think.
exactly because we're calling an injury audible. Fuck off, CM Punk.
Fucking hell, Reese.
So AJ gets in.
Fucking hell.
So
You know what you
already-
could do with the final? CM Punk actually just comes in and screws every fucker off.
Yeah. Injury angle return. Number 4 tournament to get through, Misawa.
Right.
Then Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Kazuchika Okada gets through.
Decent.
Then I'm going to have Bryan Danielson. And my final progressor.
That's what I just said. CM Punk just interferes in the final and screws them both out. You're not having a winner. AJ Styles screwed me.
My final progressor Shinsuke Nakamura.
Stupid freaking I'm the real AEW. You know when he did the real I'm the real AEW World Champion bullcrap?
And then Ricky Starks automatically disappeared after that.
Yeah.
Right, now, my final four.
Both of us gassed, but the referee wasn't gassed.
Bret Hart's in my final four.
Steamboat wasn't gassed in that match, was he? He was like, I'll show you how it fucking done, boys.
Kenny Omega makes my final four. Kazuchika Okada makes my final four. And then finally, Kurt Angle makes my final four. My final... Bret Hart versus
Okada. The best tournament guy against the best of all time. There you go.
and then
Best
the winner will be an absolute endurance fest. And both men have got incredible endurance and good tournament wrestlers.
And then CM Punk comes in and screws them both, yeah. Or helps Bret Hart win. Or helps Bret Hart win. Because he licks his ass, doesn't he?
Bret Hart wins my tournament, but that's my final four.
Who won our tournaments? It's Avaganda. Right,
So
Bret
Hart won mine, Steamboat won yours, and he didn't even get out my group stage. And Josiah's tournament was won by Will Ospreay. So we had an NWA talent, a WWE talent from the 90s, 80s NWA, and 2020s Will Ospreay.
The chat can do this. The chat can go Will Ospreay versus Bret Hart versus Steamboat. Who is the ultimate champ?
Yeah. Who is? Yeah.
Bret Hart wins.
Yeah, absolutely. Chat owner wins by default. Everyone knows that.
And also the best wrestler wins.
Exactly. And he was actually, out of the three of them, he is the best wrestler. It would have been close though. Like it would have been very close between all three of them. Generation wise, like just phenomenal. And Abel says Bret Hart wins by default. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 hours, 17 minutes. This was the thing that we were doing that I told the boys we were going to do, but didn't tell them what it was because I surprised them. I think they quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Thank you. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get out here. We will be back, however. Don't you worry. We will be back throughout the week because most of all, World Tag League is going to start. The Grand Prix Junior tournament is on as well. We will be covering that, so we'll catch up with a couple of nights and review it.
World Tag League is 12 days away, people.
Yep,
and I cannot wait for it.
Evil's shows this week as well, I think.
It is. Yep, we will be reviewing. That's on the 19th.
Yep.
We will be reviewing that.
We have, what's it called? Full Gear. No, not Full Gear. Yeah, Full Gear.
Full Gear's on the 22nd.
It's Full Gear. It's Full Gear, Josh.
Yep, we've got Purge. We've got Purge of the Night, Full Gear, and the World Tag League all this month. Plus the channel's 4-year anniversary, where it's going to be games and fun. If you don't want to do it on the Friday night, we can do it on the Saturday, where we have more fun, more time.
And then I guess there's also Survivor Series if we have to.
Oh, by the way, Reese, guess what, Reese?
What?
Full Gear's this week, next week, isn't it? Full Gear's next week.
It's the 22nd.
Yeah, Josiah, guess what?
What?
Full Gear's next week.
That's right.
Full Gear's 2 weeks away.
Okay, that's 2 weeks away, Josiah. Yeah,
2 weeks away. Ladies and gentlemen, depending on what it has been dispatched. So depending on what time it gets delivered, we might have SmackDown versus Raw 2007 on the Steelchair tomorrow.
Nice.
If not, it will be another fun interactive chat.
And if you don't make Eugene your world champion in GM, I'll be disappointed.
Eugene's not in SmackDown versus Raw 2007.
Right, well, Rene Dupree.
He's not in it either.
I'm going to have Kurt Angle and Bret Hart just destroy everybody as a tag team. And then Chris Benoit will get squashed by everybody. In fact, I will see if I can do an AI Fatal 4-Way. Eddie Guerrero versus Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit in a Fatal 4-Way. Top 5 Kurt Angle rivals. Number 1, AJ Styles. Number 2,
Samoa Joe.
Number 3,
his neck.
Jeff Jarrett legitimately is. So number 3, Jeff Jarrett. Number 4, I would have to say Stone Cold. And then number 5,
his ex-wife.
Sting.
No, it's not his ex-wife.
I would say it's either Sting or Shawn Michaels.
I'd say it's Carrot Jarrett.
Number 5, I will say
Carrot Jarrett.
No. Stop it.
Vince McMahon.
Vince Russo. David Arquette.
I'll say Sting because Brock Lesnar was a good one, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what? Number 5, I'll say Chris Benoit. I'll say Chris Benoit, number 5. Because that was intense between them, to be fair. Triple H, nah.
I like the when there was tag team champions in the 2020, 2003-ish, 4-ish.
2002.
Yeah, the first ever WWE SmackDown tag team champions.
Yeah. I would have to say Chris Benoit because his best matches, he said it himself, were that. Although, in my opinion, his best matches were with AJ and Samoa Joe. But his matches with Benoit, you can't deny they were personal rivalries to an extent. At his best, to be fair. It was great competition. Triple H, to be fair, they were just feuding over Stephanie McMahon. That's not really a rivalry. That's just who wants to die first. From a serial
It was who wants to dive in her first, actually.
Die first, yeah.
Dive in her first, I mean. Dive in her first.
Shut up. I mean, you could have said Charmel too, but...
And then Triple H got injured. Triple H got started around with like, I'm going to be in charge with WWE in a couple of years.
That's still one of the wildest promos I've ever heard when he spoke about Charmel.
Well, yeah.
Abil, we'll see if you get your title back. Remember, it's triple threat rules, and you were the one who actually lost. You didn't get first man eliminated. You got the losing pin.
Yeah, don't forget Abdul likes 3-ways. I mean, triple threat.
Yeah, I can see personally, I could never lose my title like that, but that's just me.
To be fair, your next title defense is inside a steel cage. But depends on who actually becomes your number 1 contender. It was a good match, though. It was. I have to decide who will be in the qualification, but of course, it's the women first. The women's all pay-per-view, no second chances, is our next SWA show. And that will be 14 women's matches. Get behind your women. Gonna do it on Monday.
Do you know what you could call it? Bloody Monday?
No, I've called it no second chances.
Bloody Monday, you know.
I'm not calling it Bloody Monday because I'll probably get sued. And I'd like to keep things going. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for tonight. Your viewership has been consistent. It's been great. You're all been fun. Obviously, it did start with a bit of a riot at the start. Back and forth about miserable Monday. That not because mad cow's disease was already taken. But we do thank you for your appearances tonight, your attendance, your appreciation. We do love you guys. You're brilliant.
If Mercedes Moné was in WWE, do you know what it would be called? Monday Night Moné?
I'd be more... not really. Because she wouldn't be called that anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday Night Banks. Actually, that sounds a bit too much. But Guys, we really do appreciate you tuning in tonight. Thank you very much. We've had another 80+ views show. So thank you for that. The Just Free Guys is popular, but also we enjoy the fun. We have fun here. Temple has 2 channels. Plug them, you miserable fucker.
Thursdays, Tuesdays, EFED, live at 9 p.m. There we go. There you go.
No, but are you going to tell them? Are you going to tell them
called?
what the channels are called?
Well, they are called Temple Plays with an S and Temple Plays with a Z. Because the second channel sends you to sleep and the first channel doesn't. There you go.
Yes, we can happily relax now, Maria. I agree. I agree. We can relax now in the tag team tournament. I'm hoping it's Marina Shafir and Megan Bain that win it. Oh, that's something I forgot to say. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, go and watch Megan Bain versus Bozilla.
Oh, yeah, I watched it. It was fucking sick, bro.
That match was violent and very competitive. The German suplex.
Someone needs to sign Bozilla up ASAP.
And
I think she'll get signed next year by someone. Next year, I think she'll get signed by someone. Give her a bit more time to.
Megan Bain was a surprise for the Stardom Tag League as well. You know, she's doing that as well.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely give it a watch. Honestly, if you do want to be on our 4-year anniversary show next week, please leave a comment on this video. We have enough to have at least 8 people on this show. I think I can have 8, maybe more. We can do a rotation, and we can have a bit of fun. That will be next Friday, either next Friday or next Saturday, whichever is easier. But myself, hopefully Ailey, I've messaged Ailey, letting her know about the anniversary show. She's available. See if, I don't know, maybe Keem wants to come on. Abu, Billy, Nayboz. We'll see if we can finally get him on the show. Josiah will be here to defend his quiz championship. We'll do some categories. Nikki and Nick will be here from overseas as well. We've got a lot of people. If you want to be on here as well, first time appearance, drop a comment. But in the meantime,
you guys are getting 2 title defenses out of me in the next 2 weeks.
Am I? Am I on the anniversary show? Yeah.
Of course you are.
You want to be, yeah.
But the problem is, see if we're doing a quiz or categories, you've got to do something though. You want to tell him, Josiah, what he has to do?
No, I'll let you tell him.
If he's on a quiz, what's he got to do?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to show your face, you cheater.
I have to show my face.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So you better get that mask on.
Or you can put a mask on if you don't want that face to be shown. The chat can also participate as well. I'm coming for your title, says Maria. Ooh, I like it. I finish at 8 p.m. from work on Monday. I'll jump on when I get home.
I'll just have to get I'll have to get a haircut, a shave, and a shit then, won't I?
Yeah. think what we'll do then, just for Abul's sake, because Abul wants to come on the channel for that. I'll book it in. We're doing it next Saturday. So next Saturday is the anniversary show for the Steelchair, which is officially it's the Friday, but we'll do it on the Saturday as a proper show. Make it easier for everybody who may not be available. We'll do it then. But in the meantime, we are signing off. Thank you all for watching. Have a good evening. And exactly what he said. Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
And today, our time comes to an end. This has been another exciting stream. Thank you very much for watching. And also, remember, if you get cracked over the head with a steel chair, you're not going to get concussion. You're just going to come back here. Goodbye.